452. Sports Wrap number 452. Today is the 9th of November, 2023. And we're almost towards the business end of the World Cup, famous World Cup, which is captivating the entire cricketing world. And so much action taking place out there in India. And we shall go into that in detail as the 4 semi-finalists seem to be emerging. And right now, 3 have been finalized already. That's India, of course, South Africa, and Australia, with New Zealand looking like the cup, the 4th position, although it's not really confirmed yet because there's still 4 matches to take place, which might alter the eventual placing of the teams. But it looks very 99% certain that New Zealand, who won the match today convincingly, they have 10 points now. I think they will go through, which means they'll be 4th and they will play India in the first semi-final. New Zealand, who will place 4th, will be against the home team India in the first semi-final. Then Australia and South Africa will play the second semi-final. So lots of action still. We look at the Super 50 in the Caribbean taking place in Trinidad, to be more specific, and going great guns. We're into the semi-finals as well, with Barbados playing the Leeward Islands. Leewards won the toss, batting first, recovered from being just over 100 for 5 or 6. I think they reached close to 300. They reached, I think, 292. We'll go into more detail as the program wears on a bit. But I can tell you that the Leewards had a commendable performance in that match. The second semi-final in the Super 50 in Trinidad, that's the West Indies Super 50 tournament. Of course, yesterday in the first semi-final, the Happy Eagles of Guyana were trounced by the other team, as Trinidad and Tobago Red Force, who played superbly and won convincingly. So Trinidad and Tobago are awaiting the winners of the Leewards and Barbados match, which is on. So we have a little bit note on tennis as well. Novak Djokovic has won his 7th ATP Masters, his 7th ATP Masters 1000 in Paris, that particular tournament. For the 7th time, he has won that particular ATP Masters 1000 tennis match or tennis tournament, and he's still at number 1. I think by the end of the year, he will have passed 400 weeks at number 1, Novak Djokovic. So that is continuing to just forge record after record. And I forgot to tell you that last week or something like that, that Messi, the great footballer Messi, was honored with what they call the Ballon d'Or in France. It was done in France about a week or 2 ago. I think Messi is winning that for about the 4th or 5th time. And in fact, Novak was the guest of honor, and he made a speech there at this grand ceremony, very opulent-looking place. They had this ceremony, and Messi, the great footballer Messi from Argentina, being honored with what they call the Ballon d'Or of the most outstanding footballer for yet another time. I think that's at least the 5th time. Congratulations to Lionel Messi. And one or two items, I think I heard that Meg Lanning, the famous Australian lady cricketer, they call everybody batter now, man and woman, so let's call her the batter. Meg Lanning, I believe, is retiring from international cricket. We shall get more details, I'm sure, as we go along. But I can tell you that Meg Lanning is probably one of the greatest female cricketers that the world has seen in the last decade. She has dominated. She's been the captain of Australia. And seeing this lady bat, you remember Greg Chappell on drive engine. No difference, just a different sex. But it's stunning that this lady had such a great technique and really played beautiful cricket. And she was also a very dominant captain leading her team. Meg Lanning, and I'm sure Lockhart, when time comes, you may want to say a bit of Meg Lanning, or we can say a bit more. But I know she's been playing for a number of years, captain of Australia. And of course, Narayan as well announced, but he really wasn't playing much international cricket as such, more of a, he's around playing in the various franchises and so on. But I think he announced he's not playing any international or regional cricket anymore. And by the way, he's playing this tournament in Trinidad, the Super 50, and doing quite well. Just to repeat that the score, I think it was 292, the Leeward's batting against the Barbados team. Barbados lost an early wicket. Mears was clean bowled by Alzarri Joseph just before he left home. Beautiful delivery. And Alzarri Joseph had a wicket, I think his very first ball, bowled Mears. So a guy called Hamilton also scored a good score, and Graves. So we're looking into that into more detail. Of course, we're going to focus on the World Cup. And I can tell you, talk about Maxwell. I'm going to suggest something to immortalize Maxwell's performance, which has been one of the greatest one-day performances of all time. But I'll tell you in what way it can be immortalized, to some extent at least. Right. So welcome, Lockhart Sebastian, and I see Lovis with us.
Oh, yes.
And I can tell you, Lockhart, that against all, well, I won't say the odds, but certainly the chips were down. Australia were like in a dungeon. They were in the jail already. And they snatched the victory from the jaws of defeat, the big jaws of defeat. Stunning. You cannot find words to describe that performance by Australia to come
Maxwell went berserk, Aussie.
win and to beat Afghanistan. And Maxwell had a heroic knock of 201 not out. But yeah.
Well, good afternoon. You talk about Australia in jail, but look at we in jail in Dominica. Was it today?
Yeah.
At 1 o'clock, I put on the TV to watch the game. Barbados against
Leewards.
2 minutes after the game started, I just said, poof. Lights gone.
You're serious?
2 minutes after the game started.
So they're back to load
After
shedding
the
them.
first over, the lights went. And man, I said to myself, but that's incredible. I mean, we had that problem before.
Yes.
People came here enjoying themselves, no load shedding.
Yeah.
And then you start with this crap again.
Back to that
And
right away.
People suffering.
Yes.
People
Yes.
in heat.
And look at you couldn't see anything. That was it.
The big light went Kenfield. I saw it came back about 2 minutes before the end of the inning. I mean, that is a joke in Dominica. I mean, you talk about jail. That has been in prison.
Yeah.
Listen, the people that went back, then although they're in their homes enjoying themselves, people have to be in their porch too near. If you're not, I mean, this is wrong, man.
Yes.
Nonsense.
Yes.
And people came here. You have people all kind of seawall over the place. You'd never
as soon as
hear
they've gone back to you, more blows on you.
Well, I explained it today. I'm telling you, I don't know. Other people can text and say, as soon the first over, poof, you just poof, fan off, everything gone. You can't. I mean, what is that in Dominica, man? Like we're in prison. It's not only Australia in jail. We're in jail here. No, man. That's not. Also, it's not a laugh.
That's serious.
That's your home. You can.
I know you can enjoy your cricket, man. That's a serious thing.
I tell you, I sit down to watch the game.
Yeah.
And after the first over, you nothing blank.
Yeah.
And but the thing that they sent out a list, already since Monday. Kenfield wasn't down to be cut off, and then no lights. What is that, man, in Dominica, man? I mean, Everybody
And you had no notice of that long, right? No
or
notice.
they have the list, they sent out a list of money, can't finger down at all. And then the fingers goes, and you just don't know, you just there.
Yeah.
I mean, no,
That's,
man.
I know you feel as terrible, you
Boy,
know.
can you imagine?
You feel as though, well, gosh, man.
something you want to watch and it just goes.
Yeah,
Now, if you have notice, you don't mind.
Yeah,
No notice. And you don't expect that because people were just having fun recently.
yeah.
You
Good
had
fun.
Fun, see war all over the blasted place. And then now
I
you
know if I'm watching my cricket match and the light goes, I can't see it. Man, this is something
and the
else,
first
you know.
over, you don't mind if
Yeah,
you say
yeah.
the innings coming to a close, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
The first over,
Yeah.
the thing goes, man.
And you have no backup of scene
Nothing,
elsewhere at the point.
Man. This thing is, man, I tell you,
Oh,
man.
my,
People are
my,
just
my.
suffering in
I
Dominica.
thought
man.
load shedding was a thing of the past.
A
and
thing of the
I
past.
thought so.
Boy. In fact, a friend of mine, Portsmouth, Hillary Joseph, he told me this morning, lights gone.
I can
Lights
imagine, boy.
gone.
Yeah.
But nobody.
Imagine
we
watching
ever-
the
we
World,
ever call her,
you're
we'll
watching
come
the
back.
World Cup final.
Well, that we'll come
the
to
World
that.
Cup final next week.
We'll come to that.
You
and
can never tell, boy.
We'll come to that.
We'll
Good-
talk. We'll come,
we'll come
yeah,
back.
yeah.
Good night.
Good night.
Yeah.
people.
Yes.
I wanted to just let you know so that you are correct or to correct the situation. I was at Trafalgar today
Mm-hmm.
and the pipe broke higher up than where it broke before,
Mm-hmm.
and they're in the process of fixing it. So the main turbines and Padu are not working.
Well,
The only one that's working is the loader one.
Uh-huh.
And this is a new break.
Right,
This is not
cool.
the old break.
My
A
goodness.
landslide occurred and some big rocks came down and broke 3 sections this time of the pipe.
So when
And
did
then
that happen
process-
today?
What's that?
When did that happen today?
I don't know when it happened, but today they were repairing it. I saw the repairs
Okay.
and I spoke to them. So I just want you to know that this is another break
Jesus.
above the first one.
Well,
Nearly-
we have no reason to doubt you. We know you're a man of integrity.
Oh, yes.
Clement is a man of integrity.
Yeah, I'm just giving you the facts. So
Okay,
you-
Clem,
so you
thanks for the
know,
information. Thank you very
so that
much.
People don't say C-Boy is crazy.
No, well, I don't know, you know. No, well, I tell you, I lies Wednesday while I'm going to watch
This
it.
is a calamity, you
Boy,
know, when
well,
you see. I
Thank
don't
you,
know.
Clem. But
Oh,
if
well.
this is also this is worse than a calamity.
Yeah,
No, but you,
yeah.
well, let's say this on a color. I will come
And
back.
next week you have the semi-finals and the World Cup
We-
final. I
we'll come
hope
to you.
that the week is clear.
Good night.
We'll come to that.
Yeah. Good
It's
night.
next week.
caller.
Yes.
Honorable gentlemen, good night to you. I thank you for your services rendered to
Mhm.
people and country. I think Domlek is crying for Adler Hamlet to come back to rescue Domlek and to bring justice to the people of Dominica. After the Creole Festival, all of a sudden now it's power outages. While the diaspora was there was no power outages. So we could say Domlek will value the people of Dominica. I mean, that is crap. That is just totally unacceptable. Bring Mr. Adler back. And I want to say good night to Saro. He's listening to that program. He always listens. That's why his radio is locked on Q95. Respect and God bless.
All right, Kobe. Thank you.
But you know, caller, as you said, you know, these people are so insensitive.
Well, next week, yes.
Who is to say the World Cup final?
World Cup
You
final.
get up and there's no lights.
As next week Friday.
No, next week, Sunday, the World Cup final.
Or the
The semi-finals
the
are
12th
Wednesday and Thursday.
Or the 12th then.
No, the 12th is on Sunday, you know.
Yeah.
They play the last game on
So
Sunday.
the
Next
final is
week-
on the 12th of November.
No. The next week Sunday is the 19th. Next Sunday at the World Cup final.
Oh, sorry.
Not
Yes,
this week.
yes.
But the
yes.
semi-final Wednesday and Thursday. What I'm saying, these people are so insensitive. They don't give a damn. You used to say that you get up and then you hear, no, you cannot see the cricket at all.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean,
Yeah.
what is happening?
Yeah.
No, but I don't find that that happened
Lack
today,
of sensitivity,
yeah,
boy.
I,
Yes.
find, I say, but that's incredible that
yeah.
the people who were here, you never heard anybody say they took lines, and then all of a sudden
Yeah.
you're at your home and bam, you just keep bam,
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah.
You're in the dark,
Yeah.
and nobody says anything.
That is rough,
I mean,
rough,
man,
rough,
and
rough,
the feeling that also when you try to call, they have good numbers you can call. Nobody answers.
Yes.
You call in and always say call so and so.
Yeah.
I mean,
You
man,
get a recorded voice.
a recorded
That's
voice.
all. No
And
live voice.
People are just suffering in this
Yeah,
place,
yeah.
man. I
Check
mean,
it.
And
And you have no recourse. you
no
know.
recourse at
All
all.
this-
You don't have to be.
Check it.
You're mad. You're upset.
Yeah.
You're making noise with yourself.
You're making things worse for you and your own health.
You could get stressed out. Exactly.
of course,
You're right. Your own health.
Yes.
We have another caller. Let's boy.
Yes,
boy,
caller.
please.
I think we had a caller there. So, red light.
This really is
Boy,
ridiculous now, man. Good night, caller.
hello?
Good night, gentlemen. Did you all enjoy all your day, pardon? All your 4th November day?
Tremendously yeah, very much indeed.
Okay.
Very, very much.
Sibo, Mr. Not that alone, you know, Sibo. All the time we are welcome. I don't know what it is. They tell us it's a mite or light or child that's eating our skin in the early morning and in the late afternoon when you go outside there. You miserable thing eating you up.
Mhm.
You don't know what it is. You're not seeing. All you feel in your skin eating you like when you pass through Zooty. And since last year, before that happening. Last year when the people from the Orin were coming down, they fucked the Windsor Park. They fucked the botanical gardens because they know what was wrong. This year they did the same thing. But all during the time people complain. See, but you see some people's skin. I saw a lady, I'm not lying to tell you. When I look at the lady's skin, her arm and her leg, I had to ask her husband what happened to her because her skin wasn't so. He tell me them things that you know that lady had to end up going to doctor to clean her skin. And that's been disturbing a lot of people. But no fogging for us. When you fog for the diaspora because anything that touch them, their skin will turn pink. You go in serious trouble in that country.
But then it's a mess, man. It's a
Total disregard.
yeah, man. Complete mess, man.
A vehicle, and I think I observed that every time a vehicle had an accident, it turned upside down, or either upside down, or it on its side. I said, even the vehicle that's fed up in the country. Bye-bye.
Well, in fact, Ozzy, somebody said to tell Ozzy light going off in Emsall on the 14th, but there's no game on the 14th. So, in fact, people didn't even know in advance when
The
the 14th.
14th.
14th is when it is
Well,
Tuesday.
14th is Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday, but the semifinals are Wednesday and Thursday.
Yeah.
So
You have 4 more matches.
No, well, next week we have 3 games. Next week, the 2 semifinals, the final.
Yes.
But you have a game tomorrow.
A game tomorrow.
You have 2 on
Friday.
Saturday and 1 on Sunday.
2 on Saturday?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, 2 on Saturday.
2 on Saturday.
One on Sunday.
1 at 1 a.m. and in-depth against the Netherlands on Sunday.
So Sunday will be last.
Yeah, the last game in the round robin.
Round robin match.
But apparently, also, there must be a thing. Oh, because look, people even know now when they're taking live, so somebody can even say.
They must just schedule out.
Yeah, schedule out.
Yes. So, well, there's no game on the 14th.
No game on the 14th.
Yeah, thank God for
Well,
this.
you're right, thank God. And as somebody says, and your bill going up and up, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, your bill going up and you have no lights. How does that happen?
Yeah.
Boy.
We have another caller. Yes.
Yes, good night, gentlemen. What's up?
Hello, evening.
Mr. Ozzy, did you have any nice Calaluna? Sibo, you get a codfish broth? I want to know if Sibo get a codfish broth somewhere because I myself didn't get a codfish pilau. You understand? For the independence. Anyway, gentlemen, I just want to ask a little thing and I just want to say something and come out on the show. I'm calling on those in authority, like the PM or the AM or whoever it is. Is the Windsor Park now, which they call the playground for us, is it a festival ground or a cricket or football or basketball or netball? I want to, those on the association, the football association, if Patrick John was there, that would never happen. And Patrick John is spinning in his grave for sports in the Windsor Park now. I can see him turning a great sportsman, left and right, kicking ball, and Mr. Ozzy running up and down. I will say he had in his mouth, Ozzy duck, because Chombi going to kick a ball. Duck, Mr. Ozzy, duck. Yeah, you know, so I am not pleased. I am not pleased with what's happening, and I'm calling on them to go and clean the netball court properly. Let's have some netball going on from the OECS countries. Let's get the school children playing in the park. Stop use the park as a festival ground. And in closing, you all use us to fix Virgin Lane sidewalk. I am calling on those in authority to send a truck tomorrow, please God, to take out every stone, every block, every sand, everything that is on the side of the sidewalk, and do not say it was labor that was to have in, it was the fellas from Virgin Lane. And Pastor, go back and pray. Good night.
Okay,
Also,
thank you.
Barbados free wickets
Yes.
already. As a Richard, it was all free wickets.
Yeah,
Craig Bradford has got 428 balls.
Bradford should not be playing
At all.
ODIs.
In fact, I was speaking to Barry Wilkinson about that. He should never be there.
No.
We have another caller. We'll come to that.
No.
Good night.
Hello?
Yes, good evening, gentlemen. How are you all?
Yes,
Oh, we
not
okay?
bad.
Okay, Ozzy.
Oh, is that our boy in La
I'm
Plaine? But where have you been, man?
I am there. I'm not
Oh, we're not
going
hearing you, man.
every Thursday night.
Mm.
Man from La Plaine.
Yeah, from the very first match
Breadnut.
when Afghanistan beat in England, I wanted to call you all
Yes.
to let you all know, even though nations are going down, but there are nations that are going up. And I am enjoying the World Cup, though West Indies is not on the field, but I'm enjoying the World Cup because I see what Afghanistan and what
Netherlands.
Netherlands.
is doing.
Yeah.
Those people that make progress in cricket.
You're quite right, yes.
Anyway, I am listening because you'll have more talks on the World Cup.
Oh, yeah, we're going to have feature a lot.
Have a good evening.
You know, Ozzy, I want to
Okay,
make
man, thank you.
an appeal here. If anybody who knows the management of Domlek well and who's a cricket fan, please give them the dates of next semi-final and tell them please be sensitive.
Yeah.
The World Cup doesn't come every year.
Once every 4 years.
4 years. So there are 2 semi-finals next week and a final.
Yeah.
So
And
please,
only a few more matches left.
exactly. So give people a break. So if anybody
Semi-finals
knows
and
the people,
yeah.
call them, please,
Please,
Bordier,
leave next
help
week.
us out.
Yeah.
Because this is it's irritating people. And as I say, how does that happen really? Where you just do that. People who were here, you never heard anything. And all of a sudden,
I thought it was a thing of the past.
exactly.
I was
So-
surprised.
and then you start that nonsense again,
Yeah.
and you like a punishment. Toss our borders out, that kind of thing. No, man, yes, man, man. This is lobby. Lobby don't have to go through that. You don't have to go through that kind of thing. But this is, and I'm sure most people are upset, but people probably afraid to speak. Us, people just take it.
Yeah.
Take it.
Do we have another caller?
Phew.
Yes, caller. Yeah, we have a few more minutes on that section before we move on to.
Good night.
Yes, hello. Good
Good evening, gentlemen.
evening, yes.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, Sibo,
Yes, sir.
what you just spoke about there in regards to the asking the necessary authorities from Domlek to give us a chance to watch the cricket. That it has a simple solution, you know.
Well, tell me.
Just tell the diaspora to come back down.
That's a nice bit of humor.
Tell the dashboard to come back down, yes.
But I mean, also, when you really sit down and think about that, I mean,
I know,
the people in authority to do that. I mean, so it's like we are nobody here.
Yeah.
I mean, to do that to people, they're not thinking of people who live here. Oh boy! I mean, another call again before we take a break.
Yes. Hello.
Yeah, Ozzy.
Yes, sir.
Them people that love our sports, they're not sports lovers, you know.
They're not sports lovers.
No. Even sports lovers, that would never happen.
You're very right, Paul. Very right. Yeah. You're quite right.
Sebastian.
We don't care about sports.
But again, if what Clem is telling us, we could be in for the long haul again or punishment. Because if you say the bus reached probably 2 days yesterday, now Clem is a man we believe in, we trust.
Oh, yes.
So obviously, if you say they have to fix that again, no,
Well, it
why
takes
is
some
that?
time,
It will take some time.
So maybe the 14th
Boy,
will have that'll be something else.
Boy, that really be. Can you imagine? You can't see cricket at all. The World Cup final next.
So the
Sunday.
World Cup final is Sunday, next Sunday.
Yeah,
Sunday.
19th.
Next Sunday. The semi-final
And semi, one is on Wednesday,
and one is on Thursday.
one on Thursday, Wednesday and Thursday. So France had their rest days,
Yeah.
and the final round robin ends on Sunday.
So India
this
against
Sunday.
Netherlands.
This Sunday.
Yeah, the Netherlands.
Right.
So,
But for sure, next week Sunday
Yeah.
is the grand final. Who will it be, Locke Sebastian?
well,
India against.
South Africa or Australia, one of the two. So, I heard Steve again. When we
Cricket New Zealand are calling upset against in. I think
but anybody can come.
cricket you're playing, you know,
In fact, Steve Hamilton, I heard him today saying that
can
India
never tell.
would rather play Australia or South Africa than New Zealand.
Yeah.
Because you remember it was New Zealand who beat India the last World Cup in semi-final.
Right,
Yes,
right,
New
right,
Zealand.
right.
The only thing, the attack now a little less threatening in New Zealand. When you look at their bowling, they can go for runs. Apart from Santner, who will bowl well, and
yes.
and Bolt, the rest can go for runs.
Yeah.
So,
So they go for runs.
yeah, but the openers, you cannot.
Lucky Ferguson is
It's
expensive.
very
so-
expensive.
Yeah,
very expensive.
yeah.
So another caller. Let's take the caller. So going to be very interesting, Ozzy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Good night.
Hello.
Yeah, good night, Sibon Ozzy.
Hi, good night.
Yeah,
man.
evening.
Yeah, there was a landslide that washed the pipes
Mhm.
up in Trafalgar from where the first one was fixed
Mhm.
further up. Yeah, there was a landslide because of all the rain,
Mhm.
and so it washed the pipe away. And so the PRO was on the radio this morning,
Mhm.
and she was giving the details. She said they are working on it, but then she's sorry that they have to go back to the
Shedding.
load shedding
Shedding,
again.
yes.
It won't be like how it was before, like the entire country, but certain section.
Mhm.
That's why we had that's why I think certain part of the country was without light. I think one of the nights, right through the morning,
Mhm.
because of what happened. So for sure, some areas not going to have lights. They're going to have load shedding. So
But let me ask you a question. When you say that, you said that happened?
sometime in the week. I'm not saying it's Monday or Tuesday, but somewhere around there.
Yeah, but there was a schedule out till last Sunday for load shedding from Monday this week. So that's why I was asking you. When did that happen?
Okay.
Because there I saw notices, and any people, I'm sure there are people out there that can bear witness to that where they will be taking electricity on Monday, and Tuesday, and Wednesday. That's before.
Right.
That's why I'm asking you, when did that happen?
Right, because one morning I got up and when I turned on the radio, there was absolutely nothing. So when I put on the switch, I see there's no. I say, what Dominic take light, and then today now I heard the lady talking about what happened, and there will be load shedding again. It won't be like before, but the section of the island will be experiencing that. So,
Okay, caller.
Mhm.
Thanks for the information. Thank you,
All
caller.
right, thank you, man. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks.
But
Well,
Sebastian,
hope for the best. I'm not
Yeah, well, we don't have to hope also. And a lot of people like us want to watch the cricket. A lot of people want to watch the cricket, so it's not only two of us alone. Yeah, so
but some people up 2-3 hours before the play starts, you know.
yeah, well, to exactly
Like me, for instance, you have to see like at 4. By 2, I'm waiting for my cookie already, you know. 'Cause I don't want to fall back asleep
exactly, well, right,
and get up
exactly.
at 6 in the morning. I say, gosh, I missed my first hour's play, you know. So you have to stay up, you know.
But
yeah,
gentlemen, Sebastian,
People really getting punished in them.
And it's
Hello.
come to the business end of the tournament, you know, now. Semi-finals and the finals.
Barbados 59 for 4.
And they won the toss and sent the delivered to bat, you know. That's all?
No, he was won the toss. He was won the toss and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
tried to go back.
Good movie made.
Yeah.
Azar is the captain.
Yeah.
But the boy Rakim Connell hasn't recalled, man.
Mhm.
Connell is back on the team.
Yeah.
Who is this Graves guy, you know?
He was in the Windward franchise last year.
Oh, Mr.
He's from Barbados.
batting very well,
In
man.
fact, he's the second highest run after Darren Bravo. By the way, Mr. Vincent Kim will be happy.
Maynard was a
Bravo
happy
scored.
boy.
Bravo is the leading run scorer.
And scoring 6s at will, man.
And 100. He's got 139 the other day.
Yes.
So he's got another
And
run.
power hitting towards the end, you know. 4, 5, 6s in the last
Yeah.
2 overs. Bravo on top now, you know.
Mhm.
Maynard was a very happy boy.
Also, our boy, what's his name, with Blanchard, he said that information from system controls at Fokole indicates that the hydro line at Trafalgar got broken again. What that means, we won't have enough capacity to supply everywhere at once. Another session of load shedding will start until the broken line is repaired. That's the reason for the load shedding. That should not be for long. As soon as the pipes are repaired at Trafalgar, we're good to go.
Yeah.
This happened on Tuesday morning, 2 a.m. No, that's
Two
why. That's
days
why.
already, eh?
Right, but what I'm saying, there was load shedding for some place on Monday, so
Yeah.
that's the reason I asked the question, because
Before this.
before this happened.
Yes, yes.
So look at picture of the thing.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
But what I'm saying, why? Okay, I cannot tell them what to put the thing, but don't they think they should put these pipes in a secure area? Because why is that happening?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I mean, things like that should be put in secure areas.
More protection, man. More
Mhm.
security for that,
Yeah.
you know.
Boy.
Well, we have to hope for the best.
Well, yeah, let's hope we'll pray, Ozzy, that we can next week
yeah.
will be. Well, Lambi should be a pastor, so maybe Lambi can. You know, Lambi is a pastor in Puerto Rico. Ozzy.
But it's good to welcome
And
Lambi back.
yeah,
We
okay,
missed
back.
him for a couple of weeks.
I'm happy, we're happy that
Good to
we
see,
have him.
he's back on his feet
Yeah,
again.
yeah. So he should be a pastor,
Sebastian.
good in Spanish as well. So
Bilingual.
yeah. Lambi is a big pastor in Puerto Rico,
Sibo.
so he can say something
Sibo.
for us that we will be
Hello.
clear next week. When they do the load shedding, please don't take it on Thursday, Wednesday and Thursday.
Lambi is not amused, you know.
No, I don't think he's upset. Lambi will not be upset with me. I mean, that's a joke. We're happy that he's back and so on. Yeah.
Where that thing broke, it's a difficult area, but Dominica is difficult anyway.
Exactly.
And what they have failed to do is when Northwest built the thing, part of the project was not to install wire netting to keep back the rocks. Whenever there's a landslide and the rocks there, the pipe pays for it. That's what happened.
Whatever else, hopefully
Well,
best
we have no
in
control over
situation.
that,
Yeah.
Barbados has 65 for 5.
65 for 5, requiring 293 to go through.
Well, it's 290 or this?
290.
Yeah, because what's his name?
Hamilton, how many Hamilton
76.
scored?
He hit a few sixes afternoon.
Yes, Hamilton,
And
a lot of
Greg-
sixes, man.
Greg made 63. And Hayden Walsh is having having a very good tournament. Very good.
Ball and bat.
Ball and
Yes,
bat.
because we were saying he's not doing well for recently.
He's right up there.
But he's on the comeback trail.
He's right up there.
Right
in
up
the
there,
bowling
wicket
thing.
taking, yes.
Yeah, he's doing extremely
And
well.
scoring runs. So he's
In
coming
fact,
back. You
2
know.
half centuries and a 49.
He's coming back in the reckoning, you know.
Yeah. Hayden Walsh did very well.
So that fella must look at his pick, the other Trinidad fella.
You mean Karan?
Karan.
Well, he's done very well as well. In fact, he's right
The
up there.
competition then.
Yeah, he's right up there, Karan. He's right up
I'm
there.
glad for Hayden Walsh, man. I'm
Yeah,
glad for
yeah,
him. He's a brilliant fieldsman, too, Hayden
Pro-
Walsh.
Probably, arguably the best we have.
Yeah, boy.
Arguably.
One of the best I've
Yeah.
seen for some
Yeah,
time.
together with Fabian
in
Allen.
the Fabian
Yeah,
Allen.
yeah.
But what happened to Fabian Allen there? Because he declined, man.
Big time.
He bats number 10. He hardly bowls.
He hasn't
He
scored runs
he's
at
on
all.
drugs or something. No, but he's not looking like himself.
No.
He's batting number 10.
Yeah.
He hardly bowls.
Yeah,
And he doesn't look like himself.
yeah, he's not doing well at all.
And he's a brilliant fieldsman, Fabian Allen.
Not
To
doing
me, this
well at
guy
all.
looks as though, I don't know what happened to him.
Yeah,
He
just
bats
not-
number 10, you know.
Well, so much as he went up, there were 2 matches. One match he batted at 9, another one he went. In fact, Jamaica cricket is a mess completely.
Jamaica
But
cricket is a
when we
mess.
come back, we'll talk
Yeah,
about
when-
the
yeah,
Super 50
yeah.
before we
We'll take a break when we
Yeah.
come back.
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't engage me. I haven't engaged anybody.
Looking for a quiet, relaxing place to stay? Call Porter's Place Guest House. Leaving the office late and need somewhere close to town? Call Porter's Place Guest House. Have business clients coming in and need accommodation? Call Porter's Place Guest House. Looking for group accommodation? Call Porter's Place Guest House. Located at 37 Goodwill Road in Portersville, upstairs ACS Supermarket. Enjoy our semi-self-contained rooms with private washroom, bathroom, Wi-Fi, air condition, cable network, mini refrigerator, all in a non-smoking environment. Call or WhatsApp at 1767-275-1899 or email us at info@portersplaceguesthouse.com to make your reservations. Porter's Place, your home away from home. Fit for a king, a queen, and all their royal subjects.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fenced pipe, and Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins, and bidets. PVC piping, fittings, and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
Dominicans, enjoy your property, protect your property. You homeowner and businessman, protect your property, enjoy your property. Can't wait for the hurricane, can't wait till you flood again, can't wait till your roof fly out and all your business coming out. Remember, no insurance company will insure your property when a storm is approaching. Get ahead of the hurricane season and insure with a company who gives you the assurance of payment for your valid claim. Come speak with us today at the New India Assurance Company Limited, upstairs AC Shillingford and Company Limited, 24 King George 5th Street, Roseau. Bring along an up-to-date valuation from a qualified engineer and get insured today.
Yes, welcome back to Sports Wrap. It's now
Well, look, also we haven't heard Lobby yet. for the
Lobby,
night.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Lobby, are you hearing us?
We have Mr. Emmanuel Loblack from the Big Apple. Can you hear us, Lobby?
Lobby, are you hearing
Yes,
us?
can you hear me now?
We can hear you
Yeah,
now.
we hear
Yes,
you, we
good,
hear
good.
Yeah, I'm
Listen,
hearing about the load shedding.
Yes,
I
yes.
missed some. I missed.
You're
the
a quiet
reasons. I hope-
listener there. Knowing that
I
you don't
hope
affect
something
it.
can be done to mitigate this problem up there, as Sebastian said.
Indeed, yes, hope so.
I
Yes.
hope so, because it's not good at all.
All right.
No, but that is the whole Satan already. I don't even know how
That's
to describe it.
terrible.
Yeah, man. People have to be going through that pain.
Yeah.
I call that a pain. To be in
Very-
darkness.
very
It's
frustrating.
hot.
It's
Yeah, it's hot, everything, man. It's
But
uncomfortable.
you see, Sebastian, also a caller said something there, which is a fact in terms of sports lovers. We had more sports lovers in the 70s, 80s. All right, this never happened. Presently, people are not so much, following international sports as before.
No, but Lobby, 1780s, you didn't have live television, eh?
No, but yesterday people were more involved.
Radio.
Discuss it, people were talking,
Yeah, radio. Yeah,
Radio, you didn't have
You
live.
radio, yeah.
Yeah, I
But
didn't have-
Sebastian, we had our own network. You had network.
Although radio was exciting in those days, you listen to cricket from Australia,
Radio is
Alan
more-
McGill,
is more exciting.
Alan McGill, from
Yeah,
listen to Roy Lawrence, Joe Lawrence from England. It was very exciting.
Very exciting.
Because listening to people like Keswick Williams, you want to turn off the audio, because this
We
kind
can
of
spend a few
nonsense.
minutes on commentaries later on.
Yes,
trying
and
to talk about
umpiring
it
as well.
Because we have some terrible commentators doing the World Cup too,
Yes, yes.
Like Aaron Finch.
I
From
don't
Auckland. Finch is speaking as though he's mumbling.
True,
You had to hear the man. He's speaking as though, when you confess into a priest.
Yeah.
You like how he
Also,
speaks.
a lot of these guys, because they
Played
played
cricket.
cricket, they have them there. A lot of them are poor.
They haven't got a proper voice.
Yeah.
They haven't got
Their
can't
language.
speak nothing at
I mean,
all.
you listen to Mike Atherton and Hussein, this
Who
guy.
said this guy? Oh,
They're
Mike
outstanding.
Atherton, Hussein, the guy,
Mac Nicholas.
Mac Nicholas.
These people are good.
You
but
know,
somebody
this
coming
is the guy from Zimbabwe.
You mean what's his name now?
Pommy, they call him.
Pommy
Pom.
Mbangwa.
He has a poetic style. I like him.
Mbangwa.
Yeah.
But you listen to Russell Arnold and so.
Oh, Russell Arnold.
They're very bad. Gavaskar is good. I mean,
Yeah.
Sunil Gava is his own way.
Well, this is the guy from Bangladesh.
Oh no, man, Mr. Hassan, whatever.
Something Khan, something
Yeah, Ali Khan or something.
Atakan or some nonsense.
No, he's not
yes.
good at
But
all.
you see, Sebastian,
Yeah. Huh?
Sebastian,
What
what made this guy so great in the past? All right, first of all, they had a command of the English language. Very descriptive. They could describe, first of all, the weather. Looking at the weather, the crowd, the how multicolored it is. But nowadays, these commentators, I'm listening to them, they are very hopeless. Very hopeless.
Look at this guy. They call him DK. Kartik. I mean, he has no attributes at all. Nothing. Hey, man, speak, man. No, man. If you broadcast into the world, man, you have proper broadcasters. I like Hasha Bogley. I like him a lot too, His songs educated, deep, man. And this guy had a great sense of humor, But the other fellows, Aaron Finch should never be a commentator, man.
Anyway, what we should do, let's talk about the Super 50.
Yeah, later on, we have some time.
Also yesterday I watched this game, and I said that is why we're seeing this cricket is in that predicament.
But not today.
You're watching a semi-final and a team gets bowled out for one. The match was over just about 6 o'clock, you know, before the break.
The Guyana team was very poor.
Extremely poor.
Yeah.
But not only that, you know, you watch the Trinidad team and look at that. Bravo is 35. Narayan is 35. Hussein is 30. Karipia is 32. Karaya is 33. Gabriel.
No young fellas coming to the
9
fore.
of the players are people 30 above.
Yeah.
What does that tell you?
Yeah.
No, that team
What's
could
the
win
future?
the championship.
Yeah.
Does that help West Indies cricket?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Not
watched that.
unearthing new talent.
Not
with good prospects for the future.
In fact, I look at the averages today, the bowling, the first 10, one person, Naim Young, that bowled at little medium pace. No fast bowlers in the top 10. A whole set of spinners
fast bowlers,
and slow bowlers. And that is a cause. It's worrisome.
For concern, boy.
Yes.
Yeah.
You see West Indies cricket and you're watching that.
If West Indies had gone to India
No,
for the
they
World
would-
Cup,
yeah, it would have
they'd
been
be
an embarrassment.
outclassed, you know.
It would have been an
Afghanistan and so on will whip them, you know.
It would have been an
It would have been a massacre.
God put,
Yeah,
a,
boy.
hand, God put a hand in the
Yeah.
sea. Yeah, because West Indies
Be
wouldn't be
embarrassed.
there. Yeah, because when you watch the standard of cricket,
Yeah.
and you watch, I mean, you're looking at the Super 50, it is just poor. I mean, you look at who are in top of the averages now. Darren Bravo is leading the run scoring.
Mr. Maynard is hearing you. Eh?
I know. What's his name? The one you just talked about, Greaves. Second in the averages.
How old is Greaves?
Greaves should be just about 30, 31, about that.
Oh, gosh, man.
Yeah.
I thought he was in his 20s,
No.
man. Yeah.
He played for West Indies already. You know that, right?
Greaves?
Yeah, he openly batting in 50 over already for West Indies 2-3 years ago. Yeah, Greaves played. And he bowls a good medium pace. Otley is third. So you're looking at, you're not seeing any young guys
talent, man.
coming, young bowlers,
Yeah.
a tear-away fast bowler,
Yeah.
a batsman.
Oh, no, nothing like that.
Nothing
Yeah.
new.
Gentlemen,
Dwayne Smith's brother played.
Took 5 wickets today.
What he bowls?
He took 5 for 43 bowling
Mid-
off spin
Off spin.
for Barbados. Like, he bowled well today. He
I
bowled
know.
well.
I wanted to know what kind. I never
Off
saw. I
spin.
didn't see him bowl.
Off spin today.
He just said he took 5
Took
wickets.
5 for 43.
But yeah,
Bowling
off
off
spinner.
spinner.
Okay.
Yeah, off spinner.
Yeah, part-time bowler awards.
Well, he's been getting a lot of wickets in club cricket in Barbados. A lot of wickets. Yeah.
Sebastian,
Yeah.
Gentlemen, Sebastian, going ahead and having election, you have board election at the end. All you have, what is happening presently is something that's been happening for a very long time. I've been very, very long time. All right, what's happening to West Indies cricket? Are the players doing enough work? What sort of work that is being done? What are we doing in terms of producing some genuine fast bowlers? What has been done? Having a board, yes, you put a board in place, but what you have to come and become something before the board comes in place, Sebastian. You must have an input, you know. When I get there, I'm looking at certain deficiencies in West Indies cricket. Gentlemen, we are there now. Let us put, there are things that must be done. All right? The other teams are improving. You know about Netherlands, Zimbabwe, Afghanistan. These things never existed, Ozzy. They are way ahead of us now.
But everybody, you look at India, Ozzy, when you look at even the practice area,
They show you games taking place outside the
it's
main
even
stadium.
better than our mid. When you look at the facilities, you go to England, everybody, well, I see the Barbados government now are going to spend, they're going to spend 50 million in Barbados
for grounds
to develop Kensington before the World Cup.
Mm.
The $50 million they're going to spend on Kensington. What I've found, you go to certain grounds in India, you go to England, you could stay in the hotel room and watch cricket. They've developed their facility, make it comfortable for people, even on the ground, while in the ground, even if you don't want to watch cricket. There are other areas that can occupy
attractions.
your time. Attraction. But in West Indies, we don't have that. And that is the problem. Our nets are not the best. We ever call it our nets are not the best. The pitches, and we need to do something, man, because to uplift our cricket. We have a caller. Good night.
Yes, good night. See what the top 5 in the batting. Justin Graves, he got 300 and he got another. He's 377
He got 63
plus
today.
13. And then Darren Bravo 376, Keon Otley 294, Sheffield Rutherford 278, and Ali Katanas 276.
Yes.
So Graves up in the order now.
Okay. I know Grace, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. They
But
just
I
showed
can't
him.
remember Graves before playing any significant role in West Indies cricket.
When he played for
Well,
West Indies, I
he
can tell
could
you
have,
that.
but he wasn't a success or
He
anything.
made some runs. No, not really a
Well,
success
he's
for West
very
Indies.
sort of
He's a
Bajan.
Barbadian. Yeah, he was in the Windward franchise before the Leewards.
But he never came to the fore like that, man.
No.
Like now he's dominating, you know.
Yeah, he made
has a century
the last 3
and
innings,
2 half centuries.
100, 95, now
Yeah,
63.
yeah,
Yeah, he's going on.
Well, but the thing is past 30. Once you pass 30, you're more.
Well, again, Ozzy, because of the state of West Indies cricket, age is a number now, because we don't have the players.
Yeah.
So you can't rule out a man that is 30 or 32. And
How old is Bonner?
Bonner is about
30?
34.
34?
Yeah, man, Bonner is about 34, 35, somewhere around there. So you know,
Sebastian,
young, huh?
Do not forget, when Australia came to Dominica, the West Indies, they had this player who was, 32 and he's got a century in Dominica, or 33.
Who is that? You're talking about, what's his name again?
Yes, I know. Voges.
Voges. In fact,
Alan
he
Voges.
finished your average over 15 test cricket when he retired.
Yeah,
But when he
began at
started, he
34.
played in his 30s.
Yeah. But Mike Hussey too began in his 30s.
Well, Ozzy, you can't, nothing wrong with 30, you know. But presently, Ozzy, the talent, you're looking at the players. Do they have this hunger? This looking, I want to perform. I want to go and practice. How much the practice? I would like to really see what are the practices, what is happening. I heard you mention Cornwall. Name of Cornwall should never come in West Indies cricket.
Well, every time you say that,
Cornwall
I remember
today,
you
know.
while I was a selector, and you all, when they pick Cornwall, big enough Cornwall.
No, but he was, Sebastian, I maintain, the guy has done first of all, on his health, his wit. I've seen he's twice his size after that. Twice his size.
He can strike
When
a
he went
ball
to
hard when he
England-
gets going to Cornwall. He can strike a ball, you know.
Yeah,
This is
Ozzy, he can
not a
strike.
rabbit. Huh?
It shows how mediocre the kind of bowling we have right now. You think if West Indies was in India, you think Cornwall, let's face it, would have been effective there?
Well, I mean, there's so many different conditions in India too, different pitches, different places. I find a lot of variety of
plenty different places,
conditions.
Yeah, but the quality of bowlers, guys can bowl, Ozzy. They can bowl. You're talking about, I am about spinners. Sebastian about spinners. When we expose the spinners
Cornwall
on
probably
international
doesn't
level,
wait, but I don't find he's a bad cricketer at all. I find he's an okay cricketer. Just as his weight, he can't move.
but
That's all.
Ozzy, but if you can, body, you come on, Ozzy, man, he can't move. But how are you going to make him move?
Well, we shall find out.
Huh?
I say we shall see if he doesn't make a comeback on the West Indies team.
What comeback now? The man must pass a fitness
Australia
test.
next month, West Indies going to Australia sometime next month. In fact,
Ozzy,
the
you cannot
camp
exempt
next
the
week,
man
but-
from fitness. It's madness.
By the way, England's coming on to play some ODIs and some
5
T20s.
T20. In fact, the West, there's a camp starting next week. The next weekend, yeah, they have a camp in
They'll be here from
Antigua.
December 3rd.
Yeah, but there's a camp for the players preparing for that. A camp starts in Antigua next week Friday, I think. Next week Friday.
What's his openers now for ODI cricket?
It is Mayers and Brandon King.
Oh, you bless it, Brandon King.
Yeah.
But he didn't play much of this.
He's injured. He's
oh,
injured. Yeah.
Brandon King.
Yeah. He's injured. He's injured.
Well, he was bowled first ball today.
Azari Joseph is bowling quick in the thing. He's been
I find
bowling-
Alzari is improving.
Yeah, and
He's
the
becoming-
leadership, well, he's the leader of the team now.
Yeah,
the captain.
yeah.
But he needs help, Ozzy. We have one Alzari. He
He's
needs
like a
help. What's
genuine
happening?
performer now,
He is.
and he can get results.
Mm-hmm.
He looks like a real deal now. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
He looks
But
like
he
a
must be the real
genuine
deal.
now.
Who's there to help him? Gabriel?
Yeah, Gabriel is still around.
Come on, man.
Well, Ocean Thomas is playing for the Leeward Islands. Ocean
Oh yes,
Thomas.
Ocean Thomas is now
Thomas
playing
is
for the
the-
Leewards.
Ocean Thomas, yeah.
Oh my!
Hmm.
If I
This
thought
guy
just
did do a lot of work.
to say that there's some site table tennis tournament taking place here in a
Dominica?
couple of days time, yeah,
Where they having that?
or 2 days from now.
Where they have it? Which you?
Well,
the area?
here in Roseau,
And-
I guess.
Singles championship and so.
Is OECS the islands?
Oh yeah, OECS. Oh,
Yes,
I
yes,
didn't know
yes.
that.
Yeah, I think so. I think
Ozzy,
Mr.
say,
Laker
repeat
was-
again.
He's the
Can you
president.
repeat?
Yeah, I think it's the OECS teams.
What was it? Lawn tennis?
No, table tennis.
Oh, table tennis. When last you heard any
Tournaments
national? Do we have national
now.
competition?
Who's that?
Do we have any national competition, Sebastian, recently?
I didn't even know until Ozzy said that.
Well, I know they're
I didn't know they had
they're trying to
tennis.
revive table tennis, and I mean Peter later.
Oh, you don't revive by hosting in Aussie. You don't revive by hosting.
They must be playing somewhere to pick a Dominica team.
Well, I didn't even know they have a team coming out.
But as they said, so OECS tournament, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I just wanted to mention that there's a tournament coming up.
We cannot revive thing by hosting, hosting. Sebastian is laughing.
I didn't know they had that, honestly.
Just a few items, look at do you remember this Messi winning the Ballon d'Or again?
Yeah, winning for about the 7th or 8th time.
Is that only 7th time?
Oh, in fact, before last year when, what's his name, from France won it. What's his name?
Nakpa.
No, the forward.
Mbappe.
Not Mbappe. Phil won it. No, it wasn't Mbappe. It was.
I know.
He played for Real Madrid. He's been playing in Saudi Arabia now.
I know that.
The forward man. Before that, the last 10 years before, it was between Messi and Ronaldo, who had won the Ballon d'Or.
Well, this fella Mbappe came second, in the running.
Yeah.
Right up there,
But it was the French striker. I can't remember his name, doesn't come to mind. He won it last year.
But
he plays in Saudi Arabia now.
But I was a bit surprised, Sebastian, that this Brazilian young guy who had a fantastic season, 22-23, that is Vinicius Junior. I was a bit surprised he wasn't up in that year.
But Messi is a very humble fellow.
When he lives in Florida,
extremely, he looks what I call painfully shy, to me.
And still struggles to speak English.
Very shy, Talk about speaking English. How come Ceylon, Sri Lanka was Ceylon, a British British colony,
Yep,
How
Ceylon.
come the man from captain in Sri Lanka, which was Ceylon, a British place, like Barbados or Jamaica, cannot speak English, no?
What I find strange,
I can't understand that, man.
Because, I was in Sri Lanka for a whole month. And I remember we would go for breakfast, Viv and I, and people speaking English. That's why a lot of the people, even going in the stores.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised that
the captain,
maybe he probably from somewhere way down north, not in the city, because I'm very surprised.
I was surprised that
he had to get a
Mendes
translator.
came Mendes.
And Mendes is playing for a while.
For years.
Yeah, so why?
Well, he must learn some English to at least converse a bit.
Yeah, that was a bit surprising to me.
Sri Lanka is Ceylon.
Yeah,
a
in fact,
British
also
colony.
Sri Lanka is like Dominica.
It's like about
cocoa nuts, everything you drive down. When you drive down, I mean, it's a
very
long
tropical.
drive, 5, 6, 7
Sri
hours
Lanka
drive.
was a British colony.
Yeah, surprised that people
grew up. Sri Lanka, like you go in Barbados.
Yeah, it's like Dominica.
You cannot speak English for a few words. You have a translator. I couldn't understand that, man.
Yeah, it's surprising. I mean, compared to the Indian guys.
Even Indian, exactly.
The guys speak. You listen to Kohli. You listen to Rahul.
Very good.
They speak English better than some English people.
Yeah, certainly.
Yeah, so surprised. Even some of the Pakistanis to struggle.
Yeah. The Pakistanis, yes. I was surprised that Mendes, man, was speaking a kind of
Kusal Mendes, and he's been playing for a while.
Kusal Mendes.
But Sebastian, in India, you should know that the standard, what they look for in India, there's this class, there's a class structure in England, in India. In terms of where you came from, where, who you are.
Well, I tell you, India's a lot of poverty. You go.
I know they have that. I was there for the Commonwealth Games. And what I saw is, it says unbelievable, Sebastian. I couldn't believe it.
In India, you said?
Yeah, there's a lot of poverty in India.
Oh, yes, man.
Plenty. You see people by the street and struggling.
But the city's looking, almost first city, man, top class.
No, but you go to, like, for instance, Bangalore.
Bombay.
Bombay is a place, party. And Bangalore is a lovely place. Also, it's green.
See, but you went to India already, eh?
Yeah, twice. I mean,
you played there?
No, I was the manager of the West India team. And plus I was a selector. I went to the women's team. So I was there for a whole month.
Which cities you went to?
Okay, we went to Bombay. been to Bangalore.
So
went
Bombay
to
is Mumbai.
Mumbai. That is
Mumbai.
the, I would say the
New name.
Delhi is the capital, but
Yeah.
Bombay is
Delhi was
the financial capital then. That's
Affluent
where
city.
all the active, like Rosso in Dominica. then.
Delhi.
Yeah. Delhi is there. But the thing about Delhi, when you get into Delhi, you see, a lot of
Crowded.
no smoke and everything.
Oh yes, it was,
pollution.
It was saying
a
that.
lot
polluted
of
city.
pollution in
Yep.
Delhi. A lot of
So you
that.
went to India twice.
Twice, yeah. But Bangalore is lovely. Green, and the city itself is a lovely place, man. The grounds are a bit small though.
But I find some of the cities look fantastic.
Yeah,
man.
man. To drive, when you're driving in there.
Yeah.
I told you the last night when the guys were flying, I drove for about 10 hours on lovely roads.
Yeah,
10 hours to get to.
But it's heavily populated there.
Also, you go to the market.
It's the
and
second
it like
most
flies.
populous place in the world.
In fact, just now they might even surpass China in there.
yeah,
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 I
yeah,
think they
yeah.
have, you know.
Surpass China.
But there's massive poverty there too, you know.
Plenty. In fact, when
Aussie.
you drive down in the country areas, also, and you see where people are living.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Sebastian.
Aussie, hold on. Look, Glenn Ducray said the OECS table tournament takes place to here from December 15th, Aussie, is next month.
Oh, is
17th.
oh, December?
Yeah, December, not
Oh,
now.
sorry, man. I thought it was this month.
And somebody just reminded me, Hilary Joseph is Karim Benzema. That's the name who won the Ballon d'Or in 2022.
All right.
The Frenchman, Karim Benzema. Thank you, my brother. Yeah, he won.
Some people always know their stuff, eh?
Yeah. And they listen, everybody
So it's
listens to it.
December is the
OECS,
for the table tennis tournament.
Table tennis, yeah.
So Dominica will be hosting that.
What else, Sibo?
We have a
About
caller. Hold
India.
on, Lovey. We have a caller. Hold on. Good night.
Yes, hello.
I hear support Messi, Sibo. But Azerbaijan has represented England in 1921. Named Jack Leslie. Never heard about Mister.
No, to be honest,
Never
never heard of
heard.
that one. Never.
Yeah, he played over 100 matches for England and for over 100 goals.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, but-
International goals?
But he went up as an infant in England. We could make a research on that.
Leslie.
Yeah, Jack Leslie, make a research on that.
All right, Popo. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, guys, what again? Before you heard about Meg Lanning's retirement?
Yes, sudden retirement, eh?
Yes.
Yeah,
But she's about 32.
Yeah, well. This is
Also, I'll make a point there, a point.
Yeah, go ahead, Lobby.
Sibo, yes, you're talking about India, but what I saw, which is in India, Aussie, is how cricket played in India, how we played in the West Indies years ago. They played cricket anywhere. Grounds, I saw some grounds, Aussie, you couldn't know whether there was grass. The amount of games are being played on that field. I mean, it's a real religion in India cricket.
More than religion, you're quite right, man. Just
In fact, Aussie, India is a one-sport country. As I say, you might say a little basketball, or cricket, but everywhere you go, it's cricket.
there's
Cricket.
the crowds.
And,
Oh, yes.
and the television now, when you watch television, local matches are live on television.
Yep,
All
yep.
local cricket live on television. Live. You see that live.
You're cricket mad in India, man. That's how the crowds get on, boy.
But even 70,000, in fact, the final next week, you'll have 100,000 in Ahmedabad. Next week, 100,000 next week. So,
Let us say that New Zealand end up beating India in that semi-final. What do you think is going to happen?
What?
India, well, they'll be in the finals.
No, but you believe the crowd. No, I'm looking at the crowd response.
Oh,
You know?
if New Zealand beats India in the semi-finals.
But I think, well, people might go, but the tickets, I think the ground is sold out already for the final.
No, but
People still go.
Yes.
Yeah.
But what will they do in the stadium?
Yeah. Why are you finding the population, the crowds going there? All right.
In fact, in
Big
the
crowds?
last 2 weeks,
Yeah.
big crowd, even when you have 40,000 people watching, no one in the Caribbean will take
I
that.
find the crowds are
In
quite
England,
big. Yes.
big
yeah,
crowds.
yeah.
I mean,
Of
I mean,
course.
the grounds are fairly big.
when
eh?
India played South Africa, there was 70,000 people, you know.
70,000.
70,000 people. Well, Eden Gardens before Ahmedabad was the ground where that you would have 90,000 people in Calcutta. But now Ahmedabad, where the Prime Minister of India is from, that's where the main ground now, Ahmedabad.
Yes, we have a caller. Yes, caller.
Yes, good evening, gentlemen.
Yes.
You know, the last time India beat Pakistan in that World Cup, not Pakistan, New Zealand had beaten them 7 previous time in World Cup.
I think
You
you're
know,
right.
New
Yeah.
Zealand had Indian number. Only now into 2023, New Zealand, India beat New Zealand for a long time. New Zealand always getting the better of them.
Well, we'll find out next week for sure.
Okay, you'll find out. But no, as people say, New Zealand, Pakistan, India bowling attack is very, very formidable. You don't realize something, all India games is on a Sunday. You don't say during the week.
No, that's not true.
Is that true?
No, that's not
I
true.
don't think so.
In fact, twice they played 2 matches that week, one on a Thursday and one on a Sunday. So
Okay,
that's
but the
not correct.
majority of the games, big game,
Yeah.
the big game is
Yeah.
on a Sunday.
No, well, they play in Netherlands. That's not a big game.
When they play Netherlands,
Sunday.
All right.
So that's the last game of the round robin.
Sunday.
But Pakistan have a tall order to qualify. They
I
have
don't
to
think
win
Pakistan
by-
cannot qualify. The only way Pakistan can qualify if all the English batsmen are timed out. That's
Oh, yes.
If all the English batsmen are timed out, then Pakistan will win. But
What do you thought of that time out?
Hold on, he's
decision?
still there.
Yes.
He's still there. Hold on. Yeah.
Pakistan and New Zealand, the 400 and something. I'll give New Zealand the edge. Even though Pakistan win on Duckworth, Louis. But that was a tall order for them to score. Although they were batting good, but in those games, 1 or 2 wickets and change
Or the Pakistan-New Zealand match. I think Pakistan would have won a normal match. Pakistan-New Zealand match.
You're right.
The Duckworth-Lewis method, that's the whole thing won.
Well, yeah, but to score 200 in that, what they did was remarkable.
Yeah, but to score 400 is not easy.
No, it's not for because the same way I said to somebody,
I believe
the
that.
stuff they got, they could fumble.
Yeah, it could crumble. Oh, yeah. Pakistan were, New Zealand were a bit lucky to have won by the Duckworth-Lewis method against Pakistan. In other words, Pakistan was unlucky not to beat New Zealand. That's how you're saying.
Pakistan won. No, Pakistan won. Pakistan won New Zealand on Duckworth-Lewis.
Pakistan won. Yes.
Before I exit, we would our 50 overs in the region, and yet we cannot find a young player, a bowler or a batsman. But I want to give kudos to that New Zealand 23-year-old Ravindra.
Ravindra. Yeah, he really is a fine boy.
Thank you.
He has about 3 centuries so far.
In fact, he has the most runs, Ozzy.
Ravindra.
Yeah, he has 565. The Cock has 550, and Kohli has 543. Yeah, these are the 3 top scorers. Ravindra is top now.
Where is Warner?
Warner is 446. Warner has, and Rohit is 54.
The Cock is now second.
Yeah, he's second with 550.
Yeah,
15 behind, and Kohli is just behind. So these are the top 5.
You see how they were humble South Africa. Look,
That
is sports.
Humble.
That's sports. Ozzy. That's sports.
That's sports.
Ozzy.
Yeah.
Lobby, what I said to you,
What's going to happen in the semi-final?
Listen to me, right? When you were saying last week, talking about South Africa, India.
Yeah,
if you follow cricket over the when Ozzy, long before me, when it was Australia had Lindwall and Miller, you had what's his name, Freddie Truman and Stephen
Truman.
You had Holland Griffith. You had the West Indies. Many of them.
Quartet.
You had the Pakistanis, Yunus and Akram.
Yeah.
You can put Lillian Thompson.
Yeah.
People
with that
bowling
power.
Kind of bowling power.
Yeah.
They will win.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying India can't lose. Anything can happen in cricket. But with India's bowling power, it's going to be very. India plays now to me. Well, listen to me. Let me finish now.
What are you saying?
They tell me nothing, so I said, let me finish. You'll talk that now. India, Aussie played like the West Indies before, where if we score 10, we'll bowl you for 5. That's how they're bowling. When you watch them,
well, by far they have the strongest bowling side. There's no doubt about it.
In fact, the 2 people
bowling
the best economy rates in the entire tournament are Bumrah and Jadeja.
Plus they're penetrative.
That's what I'm saying.
They're economical, they're penetrative.
Yeah.
But you can't beat Bumrah and Siraj and Shami. That trio is just...
And
they
cool,
can be beaten, but it's very
like
tough.
I say, that can happen in
and
India.
then Kuldeep
yeah.
is the most mystifying bowler. And then you have Jadeja.
You have Siraj.
So you think
and then you have the best batsman in the World Cup, plus other guys. So as I said, anything can happen. You
have
cricket
to
you play,
cover all their bases.
but it's going to be difficult.
Do
Yes,
not
sir?
forget, India beat us in England. If we mega totally, we had a very good bowling attack.
Who that was in it?
Yes.
Well, like I say, in 1983, anything can happen.
Thank you
In
very
fact,
much.
It was that brilliant catch by Kapil Dev to dismiss Richards.
Yeah.
That was sparked the thing, and India beat
Yeah.
West Indies.
That's right.
So,
I catch
that catch of
Richard,
Kapil
he
Dev,
was 30, yeah?
Richards was 33 now, about 20 ball.
Yeah.
And he was going like a train.
Brilliant catch
Yeah.
by
He
Kapil
went
Dev.
to hook Badan Lal, I think.
Yeah.
Right.
Where was Kapil Dev running for about
To
20
back
yards?
a square leg
And did
area.
a brilliant catch.
Yeah.
And West Indies just crumble after that.
We lost by 30 runs or 40 at the
So
most.
anything can happen. In fact, I heard Gavaskar yesterday saying
Anything can happen.
he
in
didn't
a-
see the Maxwell inning because they were having a get together for the team of 1983.
Okay,
He said he
okay,
didn't see the inning of
okay,
Maxwell.
yeah.
He said they were having a
But
get
we'll
together.
come to the Maxwell thing because this to me is once in a lifetime.
Boy,
You will
you
ever
were
see a
asking
thing
me
so.
a question about the
Once in a
about
lifetime,
the-
Maxwell.
you're asking me about the timed out.
Where's the time out?
No,
I know you need 2 minutes.
no. Before the law before was Aussie.
2 minutes. You know.
2 minutes from the time you had 2 minutes to get across the rope before. That was the law. The one from the time the batsman out.
Yes.
But now the law is changing that you have 2 minutes to face
Face the ball.
before
Yeah,
since you've
yeah.
crossed the line.
Yes.
Because, for instance, somebody like Richards before, you know, if you look at Virat Kohli, look him at all the time. When India goes out to bat, he has his helmet ready to bat.
Yeah.
In fact, sometimes when somebody's out, he gets on the ground before the batsman even gets in the pavilion. In the days gone by, Richards would wait until he fell, and then
You had 2 minutes before going to field.
field, yeah.
But there is 2 minutes to face the
Face
first
the
ball.
So what I am saying, a batsman, an incoming batsman should always be prepared, ready to face.
Yeah.
You should have your glove, your pad, like
Your
Kohli.
helmet.
If you watch Kohli, he has his helmet in the dressing room,
Yes,
ready.
yes,
He
yes.
has his gloves in his hand.
You have to be ready.
You have to be ready.
Yeah.
So, and you know, it was Barack Obama who said, you know, the law is the law. When
Yeah.
you were magistrate, when he was asked if he could still be the president, he said, I could be the president. I feel I could win, but the law is the law.
Yeah.
He said that, Barack Obama. So the law is the law in that. Aussie, a lot of cricketers don't know the rules, I'll tell you that.
The 2 minute rule.
Not only that, a lot of rules. I managed a Windward for 12 years. And a lot of times, 1 minute lobby, guys do know the rules. They didn't know.
Yeah,
A lot of players don't know the rules, I'm telling you. So what the guy should have done, he should have been begging for mercy. You can't argue that. You're wrong. You
But I
cannot.
find that to be that a thriller, man.
By the way, he came after he went to the captain. If you notice, he went to
I didn't see the
Shaq.
incident,
Oh,
you
you
know,
didn't
I
see-
missed it.
he went to
I'm
Shaq.
seeing the scorecard.
Yeah.
I seen,
Timed
what's his
out.
name? Yeah, timed out.
Angelo Matthews.
Angelo Matthews
Matthews,
timed out.
Hmm.
I say, what?
You just
Timed
can't-
out?
this
I've
is-
never said in cricket before. I know
I
there
know.
is.
Hmm.
You're allowed 2 minutes to get to face the next ball.
Yeah, before
So
when the
the
law
first
has
ball-
changed.
yeah.
The law has changed. So what I'm saying,
But
you get there, you're wrong already. Tell the captain, well, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. Yeah.
But I think it's hard to enforce because there's only 2 more instances in the history of cricket, you know.
Well, also,
2 previous instances, you know.
well, that's why I tell you, 10 gone by, probably somebody like Richard be timed out.
Yeah.
Because what he would do, he wait when the fella gets his dress, and then you see this guy walking out like he owned the place,
Swaggering.
and the crowd going crazy.
But nobody,
But,
but
that
look,
would
at
happen.
still, so much time has been wasted during a day's play.
Question, Sibo.
Plenty.
People can run on the field
yes.
with towels.
All sorts
They
of
bring all kind of
nonsense.
thing, water, refrigeration.
Sibo, I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
You're talking about that this incident there.
Mhm.
Have you brought it up? Would that happen to an Indian batsman there? Would that happen?
No,
But it's the law.
It's the law. I like
It's
I
the-
just said.
I
The law
agree
is
with
the
the
law.
law.
The law.
Not the
It's the
Indian
law.
people.
There's the law there, and the law is enforced.
Exactly.
But you
They would retaliate in India.
Say, I don't want to
The
enforce the
captain could
law.
rescind that, and the captain could
Captain
go and
could
say, okay,
rescind
we
it, yes.
withdraw the appeal.
Yeah.
But the umpires have to act according to the law.
Bound to.
The umpires have to go. If the captain appeals, the
Yeah.
umpire have no choice. It's like if you push forward and you just pick up the ball and the captain appeals, the umpire have no choice
Yep.
but to give you
Hand in the ball, yes.
That's a lot of
Nobody
you
will
can't
do
take it
that.
away.
Nobody
You
here.
Yeah.
It happened to Desmond Haynes.
I was surprised to see when cricket in 1960, I saw playing test match, players picking up the ball. I said, there's no more handling the ball, man. It's conventional now that you don't hand, the batsman helps you. Nobody appeals for that, man. You know?
Yeah.
I just said, if you appeal for it,
You umpire have no
umpire
choice.
has no choice.
No choice. He has to keep you out because the law is the law.
Handling the ball.
But what I am saying, well, that's a lesson to
What
batsmen.
really happened with Matthews?
Angelo
Matthews.
Okay, the batsman gets out.
Yeah.
He's walking out. He waits there. He
Was
gets
he
there.
walking casually to come up?
Walking, yeah. So he gets there. Apparently, I'm reading today where the umpire, Richard Illingworth, had said to him, it is close to the 2 minutes thing. What he should have done, when he got there, he should have taken guard.
Where was Illingworth?
Illingworth apparently was at square leg.
Oh,
So hinted to him that thing.
Why he was walking out to bat?
Walking out.
As a hurry
Then
up.
when he came there, went there, that he realized his helmet, there's a problem.
He was late.
Yeah, so
already.
he's signaling his helmet to the dressing room. Shaki Allison said a player came to him unnamed. He didn't name the player.
Yes, a player came to him.
and told him
But
appeal
you didn't
because
see
he's above
that.
No, he
Didn't see
said-
the player
I
going to
didn't see
Shaki,
which
but-
player.
Okay.
But he just said a player hinted to him appeal because the time has elapsed.
Yes.
So he did that.
Yes.
So the umpire has no choice. The
Yeah.
umpire asked him, "Are you sure you want to continue the appeal?" He said, "Yes."
Yeah.
So the umpire had no choice but to give the batsman out.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's always left to Shakib, the captain of the Bangladesh team, to say, I'm withdrawing the appeal.
That's all.
Yeah.
But he didn't do it.
End of story.
But what Matthew should have done, when he came, take guard and then probably signal.
Yeah.
But he comes there, he doesn't take guard. And he's
Oh, he
waiting
didn't
for
take
him.
guard yet?
No, he hadn't
Oh.
taken his guard. He hadn't taken his guard.
There's been only 2 instances before that
Of that
in the
sort of
history of
thing.
cricket, you know, timed out.
Yeah, no.
So all told, I'm sure it didn't take 5 minutes.
It was just about 3 minutes. they
Well,
said. Just about 3 minutes.
Don't you find Hassan, whatever, Shakib Al Hassan, should have withdrawn the appeal?
Yeah, well,
Not as a joke.
well,
man.
the only thing is that people say the
Course, man.
spirit of the game.
True.
But
That
what
was
I'm saying,
petty.
no, what I'm-
of course, man.
Yeah, but the only thing I say also about that, if you talk about the spirit of the game, maybe some of the laws are not in the spirit of the game
Well,
either.
The man card out again.
Uh-huh.
The man is backing up. So you can say he's cheating, is leaving before a
Mhm.
ball. That is an element
Yeah.
of cheating there.
Mhm.
Can't, because why you can't leave your crisp before I've delivered. So you're in fact getting an unfair advantage for a couple of the man card out in a while. So I can see that. But to be timed out because when it comes 1 minute, when there's so much time wasted if doing a this
Plenty,
match,
yeah.
and you upholding that appeal, no man.
But some of the laws,
Oh,
take for instance this law
This to me is-
about the ball above the batsman. Anytime it's a no ball. No, I have an issue with that. I'll tell you why. If somebody like Shami is coming up to bowl a Bumrah and the ball above the head, by all means called no ball. But you can't tell me, let's say, a guy bowling lollipops.
slow medium.
And not into a lollipops.
Yeah.
And he balls above, and your back on no ball. No, any batsman would like to have delivery like that. So I find the law sometimes is a nonsense.
Yeah, it is.
Because you cannot have a guy bowling lollipop. He balls above
Should be
your
more
waist.
flexible.
And
The
the
law should be-
umpire says no ball.
Yes, yes.
And then it's rubbish.
Yeah.
So
Just
that's
because
what
above the waist.
yes,
yeah.
right. So what I'm saying, some of the laws really are not in the spirit of the game.
Yeah, yeah.
So to talk about the spirit that a son should have withdrawn. So sometimes the laws, we have a color and not in the spirit of the game, really. Hello, good night.
Hello? Yeah, but Shakib Al Hassan should not have upheld the appeal. at
When
all.
he said they wanted to win, that's
No,
what he
man.
said.
That
He said they wanted to win. He said that.
Petty or not, that's not cricket, man. To me, it's not
It's a
cricket.
gentleman's game, you say. Yeah, we have another caller. Hold on, Lobby. Good night.
Time? No, man.
Good night.
Hello.
Yes?
You remember the period of Trevor Chappell bowling the underhand ball
Against New Zealand.
Yes, 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 yes. Yes, I remember that.
Wrong
Yes.
ball.
Yes.
Yeah, so
That was a no ball, right? Bowling that ball on the hand.
No, it was not
allowed.
No, it was allowed. It was allowed.
Yeah.
It was not in the spirit of the game.
I know, but that's different from just time out. You're a minute late. Fellas get comfort breaks, they leave, they go in the toilet, they come back. Guys get hit.
But you see a guy had a chair in the field. A guy had a chair in the
Guy that
field.
brought
It was too hot.
umbrella and they bring drink for you on the field. Man, I find Shakib Al Hassan. And who has done it? Shakib Al Hassan, the captain of Bangladesh,
Yeah.
has been mired in controversy
He
and
was
corruption. He was suspended.
Corruption.
One of
Yeah.
the black boys of cricket.
Yeah.
He's the one enforcing that.
Yes.
No, man, Lobby, that's nonsense to me, man. Timed out.
I agree with you. But
The man coming 15 minutes late. Something else.
I just
10
find that was
minutes.
just a little bit petty.
That's 1 minute late.
1 minute, I think was petty.
Oh,
But
and having come-
Ozzy, you
ridiculous.
want to talk a little bit on the tennis, on tennis.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Novak won for the 7th time the Paris Open. The 7th time, Novak. He beat Grigor Dimitrov. I can say in fact, in the quarterfinals, Novak faced the guy from Denmark. Very
Rune.
tough match. And he won. Rune, it's called Rune of
Rune.
Denmark. And Rublev gave him a tough time in the semifinals.
Yep.
That was in fact, Rublev won a set, and Andrew Rublev from Russia.
But I don't know but when the game was over, the guy was sobbing, and Djokovic went to console him.
I mean, Rublev.
Yeah, not Rublev, the final. Dimitrov.
Grigor Dimitrov. I didn't see the finals. I never saw
Yeah,
it on
the
TV.
final. I'm going to say it, and
Yeah.
he was sobbing, he was crying.
Yeah.
So,
But Grigor Dimitrov has not been in the top 10, top 15 for the last 50 years,
Djokovic went, and he rest his face on his face, and trying to console. But let me tell you also something. Remember some time ago, we were looking at this guy, Alcaraz. I look at him, but I tell you, he's not invincible. He is not invincible.
So he has been losing recently. He lost a
But
couple
also,
matches recently.
I told you, you look at the men. There are a lot of young players.
Yeah.
There's dangerous young players, right now.
But Novak is fantastic, man.
I don't know, Novak, Novak is surprising everyone at his age, the way he's playing. And I mean, this guy is, I look at Novak, behind every ball, he's like a young, Novak playing as if to me, he's in his late 20s.
He's amazing, man. This guy, his fitness is amazing, Novak. And yes. Do we have a caller? Hello? Hello? Yeah. So, in fact, if Novak remains number one, which he will till the end of the year, he will have been number one for 400 weeks.
Right.
That's fantastic. 400 weeks, Know how many years that is, you're number one?
It's amazing how he plays, Amazing.
I mean, this man is rewriting the record books, And
I
he
don't
looks
know what I'm just shocked at the way he's playing. I'm shocked.
To me, he's getting better now.
But
To me,
I can understand.
Novak is serving is more powerful now.
But
to me,
besides serving Ozzy,
to me,
the
he's
man is
improving.
running down balls. He's bringing back his rally and his long rallies.
Yeah, good rallies. Well,
And
after the
look,
Rublev gave him the
difficult
trouble.
balls.
Yeah.
And he's bringing back difficult balls.
Yeah. Like in the semifinals, Rublev won a set,
I know.
The match went to 3 sets. And he came back and won the 3rd set and won the match. It was a very tight match.
Yeah.
But Grigor Dimitrov is the one who played the finals.
Yeah, right, the rush, yes.
Yes. You know what? Grigor Dimitrov used to be the boyfriend of Maria Sharapova.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Who?
You remember Maria Sharapova?
The druggie? Yes, the druggie, yes.
Sharapova is the
Sharapova,
Russian-American girl.
famous Russian-American girl player.
I know of what Ozzy.
Beautiful
but she
girl.
Was she was found wanting. She said she was
You know-
aware.
Yeah.
She wasn't aware of the substance.
Yeah, I know she had an affair with Grigor Dimitrov, I know all
I
the
remember
things. But this fellow is from Bulgaria,
Yeah.
Grigor Dimitrov. He's now running his top.
Sebastian, Pogba, they gave Pogba a 2-year sentence here for the drug.
Sentence a ban. He's banned from football for 2 years
2 years.
for drug thing.
Yeah, guys, it's now 7:23. Let's go through our fan club there, as we haven't done that for some time, and come back for a last half hour strictly on the World Cup. Right? We take a break now, or what's Lambi? Not really. After years, okay. Let's just run through, Lockhart, the sports. And we still have an hour. We can look in more detail at the World Cup and give our prognosis of the matches coming up next week. Light permitting, FCDC permitting. Let me say good day to Clem Finger, my good friend, Dr. Thompson Fontaine, who's always listening, of course, who's also on the panel many times. PABA, Randy Charles, Kent Abraham, good evening to you. Cecilia Durant, Cecilia Matthew, Elsa Vickers, Herminus Shambe Emmanuel, great footballer, good evening. And Za Emmanuel, of course, good evening. Elika and Clances of Salisbury. In fact, when Australia miraculously beat Afghanistan, Clances called me and she was overjoyed. Anyhow, that's for another day. Blessings, good evening to you. Blessing Aristotle or Socrates of Dominica, this guy with fantastic contributions to the radio. Then there's Harper Edwards and Clinton Antoine, Jenny Vanterpool. I haven't called you for some time. Before I forget, Mrs. Gordon, who used to work at the Central Medical Stores, and the lady, let me say good evening to you. Not the Central Medical Stores, the pharmacy at the hospital. Mrs. Gordon, good evening to you. Dr. Emmanuel Finn, this guy, Washington famous dental surgeon, always listens. Lee Robinson, of course, good day to you. And Justice Irvin Andre, the man of great erudition and making a tremendous contribution. Good evening to you, sir, Justice Andre. Bolin Peter, who is now a non-generian, in his 90s and doing very well. Bolin Peter, one of the great Dominicans, and I'm very proud to say he has been my long-time, lifetime friend. And he's still going strong. Wish him all the best. Elizabeth Peter, with whom I worked for many years, great fan. She loves her tennis very much. I'm sure she's listening. Good evening to her. Dr. Vivian Moy, Dr. Hendricks Paul. Dr. Hendricks Paul, I said, a wing of the hospital should be named after this great surgeon who's now retired after doing a fantastic work in Dominica. So I think some edifice should be named after Dr. Hendricks Paul. That goes without saying. Bogoroy, the great goalkeeper of yesteryear, good evening to you. Teresa and Dennis Poidor, that was the husband of Teresa, who was my neighbor. That's David Lloyd's mother. I understand that I have to commiserate with you on the passing of your husband, Dennis Poidor. I got the news and my condolences. I know you're a great fan as well of this program. I wish you all the best. She has been my neighbor for years, and her son, Dave Lloyd, as well. Dr. Dave Lloyd is now resident in Canada. Blue and Elmond of Bathurst State. Rambo, famous Rambo guy. Haven't seen him for some time, but he's a great fan. Ninja Henderson of Point Michelle. Claudian Padgis, Felix Leslie of Portsmouth, and Billy Amor, who's also a great, one of your table tennis, that was a great champion.
Somebody died over there, one of the Amor. Did he die? Is he dead?
No, Billy's still around.
No, the father. What's the father's name?
Billy's father was Dr. Amor.
Which one of the Amors died recently? One of them died. I don't know.
I didn't hear any Amor died recently. I don't know.
I think a relative. Greg Harper.
Okay, well, it could be. Anyhow, Andy Carter, good evening to you. And Mr. Roy James, now in Atlanta. Macmillan's boys at Fort Coley. Again, Dr. Dave Lloyd, I greet you again. And let's see, ASP Wicks. I haven't seen this guy for some time, but I hope you're in good health.
He's in good health. He runs every morning. I saw him this morning.
He reminds me of Coley, you know. He's like a wiry body and keeping fit. There's some resemblance to me when I see Wicks. I think of Coley.
Well,
these guys, they
run every day.
Yeah, they put a high premium on their fitness. Yeah. You know, Coley is well defined, I must say. You know, I'm not a Kohli fan.
He's probably fittest guy in the world playing cricket.
Yeah, I agree with you, but I'm not a Kohli fan. Look at, but
When you like excellence, I'm surprised you're a Kohli fan. You always
no,
say
but
about
no,
like
I give a
excellence.
man his due. A man scoring 49 centuries. That's not a joke, 40. Some guys can have to score 49 once, 49 centuries, And how many half centuries? 70 half centuries, and 100 and somebody. Man, just saying it alone is mind-boggling. Oh, I'm not his fan, much as if I was his fan. But this guy is something. When I think of 49, and I think of the other guys who play for many, many years as well. But let's move on. Still, people like Leslie Massicott, Vanya Shillingford, and her husband was Johnny. Good, yeah. Senator Calvin Esprit, my partner. I hope you're doing well.
Saw him one of his days.
Yeah. Thomas Louis, the son of the great illustrious Whitnell Louis. Whitnell Louis, a great farmer, great man indeed, great Dominican. Say good evening to you, Whitnell, and your son, Thomas Louis. Julius Cobbett, our good friend, we haven't heard from him for some time.
By now I haven't heard him, but he's really preaching now. I can tell you
Yes,
that
but-
he took his baptized,
Yeah,
they rebaptized, I would say.
Yeah, so I wish Cobbett all the best. Has been our friend for many, many years, and many, many indeed. Peter Pross, good evening to you. Bradley Roye, Mr. Tyson Johnson of the Central Medical Stores, now on leave. Hope you enjoy your leave, sir. He has been a great guy, Tyson Johnson. Gustav Williams from Port Michel. We haven't seen him for some time.
Maybe he's not here.
Maybe he's not in Dominica anymore. Ozzy Walsh, Glenn Ducray. These guys are always listening to Sports Rap.
Well, Cobbett right away is responding. Greetings to you guys. he
Cobbett
said.
is
Right away he
Yeah.
sent the message.
Yeah.
Good night, bro.
Yeah. Cobbett, my good friend. Man. Cobbett says every year, around Christmas time, he has to greet people. 3 people he must greet. He mentioned Jeff Charles. I think he mentioned.
He said he's not preaching yet. He just said that
He's not preaching yet.
No, and he's laughing. He says hello, he's laughing. He says
Yeah,
he's not preaching
yeah.
yet.
Well, Cobbett is a good friend, Julius Cobbett. And Michael Murphy, good evening. Gilbert Williams. Let's see. Just want to give Bennett Austrie, who has been my friend since the days we went to grammar school in the 1950s, went through the portals of that great school, Lockett Sebastian, the Dominica Grammar School. So say good evening to Robert. What about people like Matthew Cuffey, former police officer? Well, not former, but still around. And I wish you all the best, Matthew Cuffey. Let us see. Angelo Joseph Mann of Bath Estate. Spiking, a guy called Spiking, works on the lorries, they call them, or trucks. Good friend of mine. His real name is Remy Anselm, he told me. And the guy called Hoggy. The great Suki always listens as well. Great man from Newtown who's changed the face of the world at Newtown, the commercial world. Suki. The Ice Pop Lady, good evening to the Ice Pop Lady. And let's see. I said Jenny Vanderbilt, the Incense Man. Oh, that's a good friend, the Incense Man. Always listens. Jerome John Lewis, the fisherman from Soufriere, good evening to you. And Loftus Durand, good evening to you, Loftus. Edin Court and Val, Dr. Warren Sanford, Mr. and Mrs. Laurier, Albert Gabriel. I haven't seen you for something, Albert Gabriel. And I wish you all the best wherever you are. I know you're working in the north, but I haven't seen you for some time. And I wish you all the best. And the man from Laku Setlang, Arundel Thomas, is a great man from Newtown. Laku Setlang, good evening to you. And Neil Maroney, Teresa Gabriel, Swinging Janice, great lady now based in Canada. Swinging Janice, former Calypsonian, great friend of mine, and doing very well humanitarian work in Canada. Let's see, Wayne Norde, my good friend Wayne Norde, good evening to you. And of course, the great Ted Daly and Heffy, wife Heffy, good evening to you all. I haven't spoken for some time. We must connect very soon and shortly. The great Ted Daly and Heffy. There's a guy called Wayne. His name is, we'll move on. And that's about it. And that is C. I think that's I'll do for now.
Yeah. Barbados ladies score 106 for 7. No,
Yes.
struggling. Good night, Pat and Gerald Corbett in Portsmouth. Hillary, good night. What's up? Brothers, what's up, man? Everything okay? The people in Salisbury, like Ann and Heather, by the way, that village now, Aussie, a lot of controversy from that village.
Yes, Salisbury, love controversy, yes, man.
So, Miss T, good night.
You didn't touch on that?
No, I didn't touch on that, Aussie, because you see, I was never in favor. My philosophy was that they should let the government take all 21.
All 21.
It
You're
didn't make any
right.
sense.
You're
I
right.
was never in favor of that.
Yeah.
So I'm not even touching that.
Yeah.
It's a nonsense.
That whole sham.
It's a sham.
Sham.
If you're going to do something, so
Yes.
nobody should take their pen. So people who took
Yeah.
their pen and did that,
Yes.
and now they have that controversy. So
You're right.
I was never in favor
Yeah.
of that at
Yeah.
all.
Result
say
of
we're
a
not
sham.
voting,
Result
don't
of a
vote.
sham is a yam.
Yeah, right, exactly. So I was never in favor of that.
Yeah.
And look
I
at what's
agree.
happening now.
Yeah.
So if they didn't do that, you would not have that controversy.
Nobody should have gone for elections.
That's what I'm saying.
They have
It
been
should never
boycotting
happen.
elec-
And I was always
That
against that.
stupid sham would
Yeah.
never have taken
And they
place.
should never think about leader of opposition or
nonsense.
whatever. It's a nonsense.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm not even
I
touching
agree
that.
totally with
Yeah.
you, Dr.
And I'm not talking
Sebastian.
about that at all.
You're
So
quite right.
Yeah. So there's controversy. Good night, Miss T. I hope we work cafe with Shadi.
Perpetuating a sham
A
for
sham
so
nonsense
long.
about election. You say you're not taking that. Don't take part.
We're not
You're
taking part.
up
Yes.
10 married people and going and vote, and now people
Yeah.
talking about
Salisbury.
who they fired,
Yeah.
a senator, kind of foolishness.
Let-
like that.
give
I
them
don't
all-
hear that.
give them to-
Take all.
give them 42 seats.
Or 16 they want. You want all, take
Put
all.
the rest in the street by DBS radio there. Sit down in the flipping road
Well,
there.
exactly. You want all, take all.
And-
People gonna say that. And
all on double too, though.
Yeah.
So have a 42 camera.
and people were jumping up in like I was in Dominica at the time, but they were jumping up.
You
Jumping
weren't
up
here.
like, no, I wasn't at all. Jumping up, they want all, give them all. So you would not have that controversy you have. So that's why I'm not even talking
And
about
then-
that. In fact, I don't even know the lady. From
I
don't
know
her.
myself.
I don't know lady at all.
Yeah.
So I don't want to talk
Imagine
about
that.
It's a nonsense. Yeah,
sacking
not
John
talking
Douglas.
about we have leader of opposition, kind of foolishness like that. They have a leader of what?
That is a-
Anyway, that is definitely a matter for them to solve.
That's something else.
Yeah, for them to solve.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a mistake. Good night, Skip. Don't remember, my bro. I hope just keep taking care of yourself, my brother. I know it's tough, but keep taking care of yourself. My bro in 14A in Texas, I met your madam. She told me all of this in. Good night, my bro, man. I hope everything's okay with you. And Dodol, you forgot
Oh, yes,
Dodol.
Dodol, yes,
had his
yes.
biscuits in about midday today. He had his lunch. And then
And it's
bed-
Johnson's baby
and
powder.
his baby powder. He
Yeah.
puts powder.
Yeah.
And he's lying on his bed
Yeah.
to listen to his
Wait, what's
program.
it? Johnson's baby powder, yeah?
Donald, good night. Jeremy, what's up? Jeremy the Juice Man, what's up? Joff and Angela Faustin, I know they're listening. And Pastor Griffin Daniel, I hope when you preach it to your flock, you tell them all the ills in the society here. Pastor, I know you always listen. Good night to you. So please tell your flock about the bad things that are happening in Dominica, the misery people are going through in Dominica. Paben, good night. What's up, bro?
Oh, yes, Paben, yes,
Jerry
yes.
and Jennifer in New York and Derma in Houston and we can't forget that, the people in the valley, Henry and Miss Geraldine and Tracy, Mabel, all of you people up there.
Yeah.
All of you, we can't forget these people and Mr. Met, Ronald Lander, my bro, good night.
And many
You're
more
Desiree.
too numerous to mention. Maybe like Sister Roach, you know.
Wadix.
John Charles L.
The
John
right
Charles.
Wadix
As a
Charles.
bodybuilder here now, not the former pharmacy who died, but my friend John Charles who used to work at the Treasury, who spent some years in Switzerland and other countries. Good evening to you. Yes.
And Don Sims, good night, Don.
Oh, yes, Don Sims.
You're good? Everything okay? I hope you're all right. I mean, Tyson and Jubla, people call you, I can't forget them. I'll not forget them. Frances and Jerome, Kenrick. I know you, all you people. Robes, all you people listening. I can't forget you. And Barbara, all these people. Can't forget the people. They always listen. In fact, people look forward to it. If some people say it's like a medication, their medication, yeah, if they don't listen, they get sick. I met a lady this morning.
But I think you're right, Locker.
No, I'm telling you, it's their medication. This program gets people well after the.
Yeah, I think you're very right. Yes,
it gets people well. So we have to always mention them every now and then. All the people who listen.
That's why you must call them once in a while.
Yeah.
And people love to hear the names,
Well, yes.
The fact they keep the program going.
Well, without them, we have no program.
Yeah.
Vivian Renee up in Boston. Good night, my brother. And my brother Smith in Jersey. And Allison up in Boston as well. Can't forget these people.
Yeah.
So we got to move on.
We got to lock on. Mr. Lobby, anybody?
Yeah, I have something to say. I want to say hello to my boys in Alexander Laville Fitness Plus Gym.
Oh, yes, Laville, yes.
I want to say hello to Mr. Bertrand Bruni and family. Bertrand has been
How is it
well.
doing now? I haven't seen him for some time. He has been ill, of course.
Yeah, also to JBD Juiceman. Hello to Mr. Leroy Journalist. Also to T-Boy and Patricia, Itri Joghead. I have my boys and Bayak in the Valley. And Mr. and Mrs. Dorian Simon, Michelle Davis, the seven brothers, Alexon, Eddie, Albert, Eddie, and Bertrand.
Well, you forgot
Ken Bro, the boys Bala.
Yeah, good night, Mr. James.
And Havis Shillingford.
Havis Muku, Erickson, Christopher Albert, Jomo, and the guys in the Botanic Gardens Parliament. I haven't forgotten them.
Yeah.
The famous Parliament in the Gardens. And also the
What about the
coaches,
shortest
Harris.
basketballer of all time? What's his name again? The shortest basketballer.
You're talking about Tata.
The great Tata.
Tata.
It's 121 for 8 Barbados Barry.
Oh,
And Mr. Philip White. And you're talking about Laco what again?
Setlang.
In Newton.
Laco Setlang.
Yeah, but I never forget where I raised up in Pong. Very famous Pong,
Yes.
area.
Pong is a
And
counterpart of Laco Setlang.
Yes. And that is it for now.
Okay, good. Guys,
Somebody saying sport therapy is a detox also.
a detox.
Yeah. I say it's a medication. Some
Yeah.
people medication.
Well, let's take a break. When we come back, I want to coin something on the feet of the Maxwell's feet. Glenn Maxwell's feet. Let's take a break now.
Looking for a quiet, relaxing place to stay? Call Porter's Place Guest House. Leaving the office late and need somewhere close to town? Call Porter's Place Guest House. Have business clients coming in and need accommodation? Call Porter's Place Guest House. Looking for group accommodation? Call Porter's Place Guest House. Located at 37 Goodwill Road in Portersville, upstairs ACS Supermarket. Enjoy our semi-self-contained rooms with private washroom, bathroom, Wi-Fi, air condition, cable network, mini refrigerator, all in a non-smoking environment. Call or WhatsApp at 1767-275-1899 or email us at info@portersplaceguesthouse.com to make your reservations. Porter's Place, your home away from home. Fit for a king, a queen, and all their royal subjects.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe, and Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins, and bidets. PVC piping, fittings, and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
Dominicans, Insure your property, protect your property. You homeowner and businessman, protect your property, insure your property. Can't wait for the hurricane, can't wait till you flood again, can't wait till your roof fly out and all your business coming out. Remember, no insurance company will insure your property when a storm is approaching. Get ahead of the hurricane season and insure with a company who gives you the assurance of payment for your valid claim. Come speak with us today at the New India Assurance Company Limited, upstairs AC Shillingford and Company Limited, 24 King George Free Street, Roseau. Bring along an up-to-date valuation from a qualified engineer and get insured today.
Yes, welcome back to Sports Wrap. We're now on the home stretch. I think we do have a caller on the line. Yes, caller?
Yes. Good evening, Mr. Luis and Mr. Sebastian and Mr. Loblack.
Yes.
Hey, how are you?
When I want to say something about Maxwell sinning yesterday.
Yes.
Right? Because you're going to coin him anyway. But before you coin him,
I'm going to coin
Maxwell
something, yes.
So you take cricket a long time for somebody to match that inning yesterday. Okay? That's my first point.
Yeah.
But I blame Afghanistan for losing the match and for also allowing Maxwell to do what he did yesterday. I will tell you why I'm saying this. You cannot have a team 91 for 7 and you are dropping a batsman of Maxwell caliber twice. What are you serious? When you have fellas like Maxwell batting, you have to try and take impossible catches. You get 2 chances to all the man and you throw them. They won't have begging. And my other thing about it, Mr. Luis, I never played cricket, but I've been following cricket. You play cricket. A man is sick in his foot. You are giving the man cannot move forward. You have got to bowl him, force him to come forward. You are bowling balls for the man and he's staying in his wicket and hitting you. I mean, that was the bowling was poor. That is how I look at it. The bowling was poor. The bowler should have bowled to Maxwell differently and you will not be able to do what he did there.
Yeah.
That's my view, gentlemen. Good evening.
Okay,
when
good.
he said he never played cricket, I thought he knows a lot about cricket from listening to him.
Yeah,
Because, although you play cricket,
Well,
you follow sport.
there have always been chances and drops in
I've
cricket.
always said if nobody dropped catches, nobody score runs.
But I know a guy who has scored 9 drops to score century.
The only thing I find, you play cricket and you could be in a dressing room where this same guy, Mujib, put down an easy catch at the same point in the World Cup.
I told you so.
World Cup.
He
At
went
the same
very
point,
casually,
like yesterday.
He did it again.
He did the same, and
Yes,
this I can
and he
tell you.
paid for it.
I remember we playing. I won't call it person name, and Vivian Rich, Common Islands, and somebody did that like the second time, and he came in the dressing room, and man, he was almost ready to bust up because that can annoy you.
Yeah.
Because if a man drops a cat, as I say, people drop
Remember,
cats.
I had
do the
told you that
same
at the
thing.
Mujib fella.
Yeah.
I told you that 1 or 2 easy catches. He went one hand.
It can annoy you.
Like a desiccant and dropped
He
the
did
catches.
the same thing there,
Yeah, so-
and like a joke, he dropped the catch.
Yes.
And then, and you, in fact, like I said, it helped Maxwell because
Yeah.
you caused the team to lose. And it can, and the tactics of Afghanistan, again, I know what the coach was doing. Also, if you have a team 91 for 7, your seamers are getting the wickets. Both seamers had only bowled 5 overs. You go for broke. You let them bowl out because you have them under pressure. If you could have them 9 wickets down, even if they bowl out, so you know you right up there. But you don't switch them off. You let spinners bowl for like 15 overs, and by the time you bring them back, it's too late.
Yeah.
They should have gone for broke with the seamers. And as the caller just said, he knows about cricket. You bowl at the batsman's ribs and his chest. You don't pull full.
But having said all that, look at it happened already.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
and
because
that kind of miraculous batting happens once in a lifetime,
True.
I could not believe it,
Well, no, the only thing I've
This
said,
man was batting like a man possessed. In
True.
fact, the commentator Smith of the audio saying, "Good gracious!" all the time. All he could say was, "Good gracious!" He couldn't even comment again. That's Smith, the commentator.
Yeah, but what I remind you all, both
21 fours and 10 sixes with cramp, can hardly stand up. That to me was one of the most amazing performances in the history of the game. They'll tell you so.
Well, no, well, West Indies were 100. You mustn't forget, West Indies were 100 for 8 against England, and Richards scored 110 passes. Holding who scored 5. You remember when he scored the 186?
Yeah.
Over match against you. Remember that?
How many? What did they totally had to score?
No, West Indies batted first.
Well, he wasn't chasing.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, West Indies were 100 for 8.
Yeah.
He had a
100 for 8.
100 and something holding. Holding scored 2 runs.
I know, right?
And he scored 186.
But his partnership
With
was
Richards.
a 201 partnership, you know.
Yeah, but right. What I'm saying, talk about the fifth.
Yeah,
186
so
and
what-
201 is not big difference.
I know that's batting first in Richard's time, but this guy's chasing and he's behind.
Chasing, yeah.
You have cupboard pressure there. That's a
And he
different
was
scenario.
cramping.
Eh?
He was
That is one of the
cramping.
most miraculous things I've seen in my life. I've watched cricket, I've never seen things in my life.
The man went berserk.
But the man couldn't stand up.
Well,
Richard-
it was a top class inning.
But
There's
listen
no
to me.
doubt about that. There's no doubt
But
about that.
the guy Smith, the
New
thick,
Zealander,
fat fella,
Ian Smith
Smith
from New Zealand.
kept saying that this thing is not natural, it can't be real. And all you're saying, good gracious, I remember very well, good gracious, but 6 gracious. But I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. The man's got 201 runs, right? Of 128 balls, you know.
Yep.
You'll be on half a foot, half a leg.
That's crazy.
Man could hardly
Craziness.
stand up at one point. I've never seen anything so in life, right?
Afghanistan have to win themselves.
I coined the term to immortalize that. In future, when there is a scenario where a team that is so behind, facing defeat, snatching victory from the defeat, come from behind like that, you will say the team was Maxwell. So it's like you have Mankad. They call a thing when you bowl
The Mankad law.
Mankad thing.
The Maxwell law.
The non-striker being given out when he's crosses the Mankad out. So the same way the Mankad has made a name in history for life. So you'll see that team is doing a Maxwell.
Yeah,
Because
Maxwell.
Louis will say the team was Maxwell.
Yep, I agree with you. Ozzy,
So that
that's
term
what
has to
happened.
be.
Here. This I told myself, if Australia had lost that game, Sebastian, what would have happened?
Boy,
If Australia had
If
lost that
Australia
game,
had lost, it would mean
everybody
the fourth
thought they
place-
had lost already.
The fourth place would still be a tie-up. It would still
I
be
know,
a-
look at what.
No,
but-
he's asking a question. Low Black asking a question. What would have been happened? They would still have 10 points. They would still have 10 points. There's a caller.
Oh, yes, yes.
Good night.
Hello?
Good night.
Good night.
Mr. Menard.
Mr. Minard, yes. So Minard, we only have 9 minutes left. So just give us your impressions of the Maxwellian feat that we
Maxwell.
saw a couple days ago. All right?
You're speaking about Maxwell?
That's what I'm talking about. I'm not speaking, I'm ranting about Maxwell. I find at the end, the Australians should have run on the field and pick up this man and toss him in the air 6 times, catch him, and carry him back. I'm telling you, look at Lobby, you can live 100 years, you will never see us again on a cricket field.
Ozzy, I agree with you with what you said there. I agree with you.
Man, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I could not believe it. I was in cricket for 80 years. I was in cricket, you know.
The man went
80 years.
berserk. He went berserk.
I have never seen a thing like that. And knowing 90 for 7 to almost 300 runs to win, you would even think of, I said like 140 for all. Man, this
Once
man,
in a lifetime, you see that.
once in a lifetime, that can never happen again. It cannot happen again.
Chase and again, chasing me.
You're chasing, you know. You have a
Boy.
figure you're trying to get, and the wickets were close. I mean, the time factor. They got many balls, you know.
I know.
You couldn't waste time, you know. They wanted only about 4 or 5 balls to spare. The man scored 201 runs in 128 balls. With 21 fours, 10 sixes on one leg.
In we used to say he went leather hunting.
Well, ask Mr. Miller to comment. He didn't comment.
Hello?
Yes, Mr. Maynard. I tell you, we were speaking about Maxwell.
Maxwell.
Yes, well, it was just about the best one-day inning would have played, where the Australian had to make the highest score on that particular ground, and they would have done it in style. Yes, they were really on the back foot when that team came back and did very well to score 291, and Australia being 91 for 7, really on the back foot at that time.
Back foot alone.
Cricket is,
almost buried just to cover them.
Back foot.
What was back foot?
They were on the verge of defeat.
They were almost buried in the final dust to cover the grave. What are you talking about back foot now? Yeah, come on, give a man his due, man. That's an impossible. All we saw there, you can never see it again in your life.
True.
I am telling you so.
Well, all what I can tell you, that I am extremely proud of my team. When my team lost the first 2 games, everybody, oh, they're not looking good and all kinds of
It is true they weren't looking good. It's true.
And
of course.
I was full of confidence. It had nothing to do with what would have gone. It had to do with what is to come.
Okay.
And I had all the confidence. I am looking forward for the finals. I don't know who will meet me. We would have already lost the games that we're supposed to lose. Those are out of the way, and we're looking for the final. I was very, very pleased, proud, and entertained by an outstanding one-day inning, the best of all time. You're talking about coming up with a century in 76 balls.
But he scored a century in 40 balls the week before in a match, Lobby. Maxwell scored a century in 40 balls, the fastest century of all time already, in that same tournament. I can't remember which team it was. He scored a century of 40 balls, Maxwell. Broke all records.
He's very high in terms of the man for the series.
I was just disappointed that the man wasn't picked up on the field.
No. Right now, Kohli, even he's not my favorite player. And we also must commend Kohli in terms of his performance.
Well, I've said so. I praised Kohli 49 centuries and 70 half centuries and still going strong. He has to be. But Kohli, I do like Kohli personally as a cricketer. But I have to give him his dues.
I love Kohli.
Well, nothing wrong in loving Kohli.
He made me off from Viv, how he plays this cricket hard. He plays hard cricket.
Yeah.
And Sibo will agree
well,
with me. He plays hard cricket.
He's second to none, He scored his 49 centuries much faster than even Tendulkar scored his. Yes, go ahead, Mr. Maynard. I give him his due.
Well, he would have equaled the record with Tendulkar, 49 centuries. But he would have done it in 277 matches, where Tendulkar in 452 matches. So he would have played by far less matches and had the same achievement. He's still in his prime, or perhaps getting a little after his prime, but still in good touch, having his experience playing in perhaps maybe just about his last World Cup, playing at home. And you all guys would have mentioned in terms of the crowd and things like that. You remember that India have over 1 billion people. So if you have a ground with about 100,000 people, that's not really a lot of people in terms of the population. But
they not to the match with think.
Good night. Mr. Miller, hold on. There's a call on the line.
A call on the line. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
I've listened to the program and I think also he's having some misinformation, man. Mr. Maxwell did not score how many sixes on one leg. I want to ask Mr. Oz, how many sixes Mr. Lactus scored when he got injured? You are giving misinformation for somebody that's into the game. I think you are giving some misinformation, Mr. Lewis.
How many sixes on one?
Yeah, you need to talk the truth because the people that are not looking at the game will say, well, this man is wow. How many sixes on one leg? This is, you know what I mean? You have to make it be right and say the truthful thing, sir. Sorry. All right, that's my point.
How many scored on one leg? How many?
Barbados all out for one.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Barbados are all out. Barbados have lost. 145 all out. Lewards are in the final.
Yeah.
Lewards Trinidad on Saturday. Mr. Menard.
Yeah, Mr. Menard. We have a couple minutes still left. Yes, caller?
He probably is back. Hello? Hello?
Hello? We have to look forward to.
Hello? Hello?
You could be the dressing room.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Sibo.
1 minute, little bit. Hello?
Hello?
Oh, he's back.
Yes, Mr. Menard. We have only about 2 minutes left.
Yeah,
so
2
what we
minutes.
want to do now at this stage, we should be looking ahead now and see.
Well, by the time we come in next Thursday, we'll know the finalists next Thursday night.
Time we come next Thursday, we
We'll
shall
know
know
the
the
finalists,
finalists.
yeah.
So we have South Africa and Australia playing the second semi-final.
We're not sure. We have to check first because it depends on how the fixture is.
I heard say India playing the first one
Well,
against
on Wednesday.
most probably New Zealand.
Well, I cannot see anybody else because for Pakistan to
So
that's
I
impossible
know,
for
but
Pakistan
I'm saying
to qualify.
Australia
and South Africa
playing the second
Second one,
semi-final.
yeah.
As people are making the first semi-final is India and most probably New Zealand.
Yeah, it's India, New Zealand.
They'll play-
Pakistan can't qualify. Also.
Right, I know Pakistan
Neither
can't qualify.
Afghanistan,
No,
their
no,
net run
no.
rate is too bad.
So what we're going to look at in that semi-final, who is going to win to go to the final? Quickly, Mr. Mayor, let me hear your prognostication, if you like that big word.
Well, I also wanted to speak in reference to the West Indies 50 overs, but I realized
Well, we don't have much time for that.
We don't have time for that
We're
now.
almost out of time. When the Leeward Islands playing Trinidad and Saturday,
Leeward's-
that we know.
Leeward's-
Saturday from 1:30, it's on television in your
Yeah,
life.
Leeward's just beat Barbados. He had it
Badly. 145 all out, yeah.
135, so Leeward's won convincingly. So the
They would have
Leeward's
won by
will,
155 runs.
so the Leeward's will play Trinidad.
It's on television. You see it on channel 210 Saturday if you have flow. 1 o'clock on Saturday after the final.
So
At
Leeward's,
Brian Lara Cricket Academy.
yeah, Leeward's playing against
Trinidad.
Red Force.
Yeah.
Okay.
All my support for the Leeward
I'm
Islands.
going to say that South Africa will be wrongly beaten in the second semi-final. India
said
will
no.
still beat New Zealand. India and Australia are going to play the finals. Australia is going to win the cup tournament.
Ozzy, you'll have surprise.
I tell you.
Okay.
South Africa is going to be beaten badly
All
by
right.
Australia. Look at
Well,
take it from me.
I don't know. That's a 50-50 match to me. It can
True.
go either way. South Africa and Australia. To me, that's a 50-50 match. Because
Different
the
bowling.
Australian bowling, I repeat, can go for
I know,
plenty
but
runs.
cricket
The
is a-
Australian bowling. Look, Australia him dropping Steve Smith now.
Steve Smith had vertigo he had. Steve Smith had what they call vertigo, that's dizziness.
Well, they use that in a good anyway, we have to close up now. Let me come in at final words.
Okay, Mr. Miller, your final prediction, who's going to win the World Cup? Because by next Thursday,
Well, I would have said it, and maybe you perhaps need me to repeat that the Australia team will win the World Cup. I am looking forward. I hope that we have a very good pitch so we can have a very good match and not no one-sided cricket, so the whole world can be entertained, because you know that we have witnessed the best stage in terms of World Cup, the highest form of cricket, and we are hoping to see a very, very good match.
all right, thank you, Mr. Maynard. Until next week, then, just to repeat, Lobby, any final word quickly?
Well, Ozzy, all I'm telling you, I'm waiting for the to the final. I'm not going to decide as yet. I'm waiting.